everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us here on Chad's Media for another edition of Sulphur Springs Wildcats football. We are coming to you live from Hallsville. For those of you that have been hanging out with us the last couple weeks, welcome back. For those of you that are tuning in for the very first time, I'm Tyler Lennon, and I'm here with, of course, my favorite person to hang out with on Friday nights, Mr. Ryan Humphreys. Ryan, it is week 3. The Wildcats are 2-0.
Tyler, it's a little different for us tonight. The Wildcats are 2-0, and they're looking to get to 3-0 on the road.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's a little bit of a different environment. We have a ton to get to here in the next half hour before the game kicks off. Before we do get started, I want to give a big thank you to everyone responsible for the pregame portion of this show. Our good friends at Commercial Glass and Mirror, of course, the good people over at Toby Boatman Garage Doors, and our friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire, Kristen Richmond and everyone over there. Got to see her just yesterday. Love Kristen, love everyone over there. We have a ton to get into, and don't go anywhere because I will be telling you more about each of them. But first, Ryan, we're going to get into the Wildcats, but we're looking at Hallsville. This is a team that, in my opinion, very similar to Sulphur Springs. They came into this season, Dave Campbell's had them predicted to finish 6th in their district, but they're out here, they're 2-0, they're scoring 45 points a game. It's homecoming. I mean, they have to be feeling good right now.
No question, man. It's a big game tonight, and I think you hit the nail right on the head. Sulphur Springs and Hallsville are similar for a lot of reasons. Last year, not a great year. This season, both 2-0, feeling good. Higher scoring offenses. I could expect a big array of points tonight. I don't know. I think whoever plays better defense tonight is probably going to win this ball game. Yeah,
it very well could come down to like getting a stop at the end. We've talked about their offense. They are literally averaging like 45 points per game. I think we need to start with senior quarterback Jace Mosley. You were the one that informed me. The man is a senior, and he already holds the record for most passing yards in a season for a Hallsville Bobcat. He also already has a scholarship offer from Howard Payne University. The kid, through 2 games this season, a QBR of 152.9. He has 10 total touchdowns already, 5 passing, 5 on the ground. That is wild.
Yeah, no question, Tyler. And I think on paper, he's undoubtedly the best quarterback that we've seen this season. We've played some pretty good ones, but I think tonight's going to be a real test for the Blue Barrage. Hopefully, last week I talked about disrupting the backfield, and I think that doesn't change tonight. The more we can get to him, the more that we can put pressure on him, the better it's going to be for the defense.
Absolutely. Now, Ryan, as a former high school quarterback, even got to do it at the college level, for those of you that don't know, we use Ryan a lot to get inside the head of a player like that. Let's look at Jace Mosley, a very talented kid, off to an incredible start. As I mentioned, it's homecoming. They're 2-0. Like, what's going through his head right now?
Yeah, and a guy that has obviously shown that he has the ability to run the ball. Last week he had 4 rushing touchdowns. He seems to be Hallsville's primary rusher. What I would tell a kid like that, and what conversations I've had with Sulphur Springs quarterback Brady Driver, don't be afraid to be yourself. Always trust your reads. Always, take what the defense gives you. But when things break down and things aren't the way you want them, be an athlete. Go make a play. And I think that's what we're going to see out of the Hallsville quarterback a lot tonight.
Now, I do want to ask you, of course, we'll get into all things Sulphur Springs here in a second, and that does include the defense, obviously. But from the Hallsville perspective, we keep talking about how much they scored. Now, we know, you and I know, that Sulphur Springs has a good defense. What do you think? Are there any adjustments that Hallsville feels like they have to make, or are they just going to keep doing what they've been doing so far?
Well, I'd say through 2 weeks, the biggest part of Sulphur Springs' offense has come from running the ball, and that's through Brady Driver and Malachi. It's kind of been a two-headed monster out of the backfield. Not that we haven't had any success throwing the ball, but we haven't had mass success throwing the ball. I mean, we haven't had any big yardage totals through the air, but we're certainly running the rock. And so, if I'm Hallsville, I'm figuring out how to stop that. Maybe I'm packing the box. I want Brady Driver to throw on us. Let's see that. If that's how Sulphur Springs is going to beat us tonight, that's what I'm doing for the Hallsville Bobcats.
Absolutely. Ryan, we're kind of talking about the Wildcats. I want to start previewing them in just a second, but I told you that we'd be telling you more and more and more about our friends along the way, and I want to start with our good friends over at Commercial Glass and Mirror. Commercial Glass and Mirror, as you know, owned by our friend David Gideon, who joined us in week 1. Father of 3 different Wildcat athletes, including Gage, who currently a key member of the Wildcats golf team. If you're looking for the best residential and commercial glass replacement services around, call Commercial Glass and Mirror at 903-885-2661. You can find them on the service road at 405 Interstate Highway 30. Here at Chad's Media, we love Commercial Glass and Mirror. and we know that you will too. Ryan, we're talking about getting into the Wildcats again. I can't stress this enough. 2-0. You're 2-0 coming in this game. Got to be feeling good.
Absolutely, and this is going to be the first road test of the season for the Wildcats. More goes into travel than just playing on the road. It's not just the it's not just the away crowd. It's getting on a bus. It's packing up all your stuff. It's eating different. There's all these different variables that makes your Friday routine different, and that's a challenge for the Wildcats tonight.
Absolutely. Like you said, we've gotten off to such a great start. You've really done everything and more that you've been asked to do to this point, and this is for a lot of different reasons. Probably the biggest test you've had so far. Like you said, you're hitting the road for the first time. You're playing another team that's 2-0 that has a very high-powered offense. I keep mentioning it. Surely y'all hear it behind us. It's homecoming. I mean, this is a tough environment, and it's going to be, I would think, a huge test for them tonight.
No question. Obviously Hallsville is definitely a familiar foe to everything Sulphur Springs. I've played Hallsville in any sport you can imagine. I've played in Hallsville, and it's a tough place to be. And so I don't think that's going to be any different for the Wildcats tonight. And that's part of what we've talked about in learning how to win. How do you finish down the stretch? Well, the big change tonight is that you're not at home. You're not in the comfort of your backyard. You got to figure out how to make the play in the fourth quarter on the road in a hostile environment.
Absolutely. So I want to talk about the defense, the blue barrage as you coined it, here in just 1 second, but still I want to stick with the offense. We keep mentioning how high-powered the Hallsville offense is. Do you think that changes your strategy at all? Like we have to keep up with a team that scores this much?
Well, I'm not a big believer in changing, what your scheme is to fit who you're playing. I think you make adjustments, but you are who you are, and there's a reason that Sulphur Springs is 2-0, so I wouldn't stray away from that too much. Obviously, I think Hallsville is going to be able to throw the ball with more success than Jacksonville and Mount Pleasant had, so that's an adjustment. But we've created a lot of turnovers through the air. I think 2 weeks in a row we've had one individual with 2 picks himself. And so, who's going to go make that play tonight? And that's going to be a big determining factor in who wins this ball game.
Absolutely. Now, you and I always kind of do get into key players to watch. If you don't mind, I've got one on the defensive side of the ball for you. We've seen a lot of defensive backs, like you mentioned. We've had 2 players with 2 interceptions in a game already. But I want to mention one of the younger guys, Nathan Andrews, defensive lineman, had a great game last week, had a tackle for loss and a sack. And Ryan, I got to talk to the kid this week during the junior high game, and could not have been a nicer, more polite, well-mannered kid. But talking to him, he was very, very, very smart. He was walking me through his plays, and he's only a sophomore. He was on freshman last year, and he was walking me through his reads and everything. And I think we're going to hear his name a lot over the next few years.
Yeah, and it goes back to what we've talked about with there's so many contributors at each grade level in different positions, and obviously a lot of successful teams are senior-led, but Sulphur Springs has obviously shown that they're getting contributions from freshmen and sophomore pretty regularly.
I do want to touch on that a little bit. We keep saying how this is kind of chapter 1, the new era of Sulphur Springs Wildcat football with a new coach and everything. To be doing that, to have gotten out to the start you did, but to have as many juniors, sophomores, freshmen as you're mentioning, that's huge.
Yeah, no question. And that's something you talk about with it being chapter 1. This is all. We didn't really know what to expect this year, and I think thus far, I'm not embarrassed to say that people are surprised. But these kids believe they can do it, and they've showed that they certainly can.
Absolutely. Ryan, it's almost time for everyone's favorite segment of the pregame show, which is Your Keys to Victory. But first, again, I want to tell you more about our good friends over at Toby Boatman Garage Doors. Toby Boatman Garage Doors is a family-owned and operated business that has served Hopkins County and surrounding areas for 20 years. They provide high-quality and long-lasting work, which you can find examples of on Facebook. Call or text 903-348-6170 for all your residential and commercial garage door needs, including installation and repairs. No matter how big or small your job is, Toby Boatman Garage Doors will fix you up. All right, Ryan, we've teased it. It's everyone's favorite segment. It is Humps, Keys to Victory. Humps? What you got for us, man?
Yeah, Tyler, on the road. Obviously, I'd like to say that this is people's favorite segment. I sure like doing it, but number 1 tonight, we're gonna start fast, okay? And starting fast on the road is, that's what Hallsville's ready for tonight, okay? It's homecoming. It's a big rival in Sulphur Springs, but starting fast is, that's gonna get Sulphur Springs off to a good start and kind of, level out the playing field of being on the road. Number 2 is win the turnover battle. Okay, and win the turnover battle. I would say that turnovers, other than points itself, is the biggest determining factor when deciding who wins a football game. We've won the turnover battle weeks 1 and 2, and I think if we win it tonight, Sulphur Springs wins this football game. And number 3 is focus, Tyler. You and I talked a lot about that last week. Too many times Sulphur Springs shot themselves in the foot, and you know, most of the mistakes it was just a focus thing. It was a false start. It was a block in the back, 10 yards from the ball. Just little things that require focus, and if you're locked in, ready to rock, you're not going to false start. Those things don't happen. They're controllable mistakes.
I agree. Brian, I think we're going to go down to the field in just a second, but first, again, want to tell y'all about our good friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire. Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. And Ryan, while we're at it, let's hear some quick words from our sponsors.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? You are not alone. Thousands of others are seeing this. In fact, in the last 90 days, our clients' content has been viewed over 1 million times. Things just like this.
I just wanna see the light.
Social media marketing works, and I can help show you how. I'm Mandy with Chad's Media. Call me today and let's share your message with everyone.
I just wanna see the light.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for everything that you do. I just thank you for this wonderful night that we get to have, and for all of these people who have come out here to support our Bobcats. I just thank you for all the activity groups that have come out here, band, bells. I just thank you that this town just loves our football team and that we're able to come out and support them. I thank you for this beautiful sunny night, and I just pray that you will protect our football players and everybody here. And I just thank you that we get to come and worship you, and it's all for your glory. In your precious name I pray, amen.
Brian, we are live from Hallsville, Texas, man. Finally getting to see, of course, we had mentioned a handful of times, but homecoming night here in Hallsville, so of course always the pregame festivities and everything. Ryan, I never played high school football, so can you walk me through, I'm sure between home and away you played in a number of homecoming games. How much does that change things from a player perspective? There's all this going on before the game. Does that get in your head at all or not really?
No, it might change, your pregame warm-up rituals, but I try not to pay attention to that stuff. I guess there's probably more people here than there normally would be, but just people walking around in some nicer clothes beforehand. But that's just part of high school football.
It is. Do you happen to know? It would be tough to know, but do you happen to know how many different ones you played in? Were y'all a team? Did you end up having to play at other teams?
Homecoming games?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No.
Like I said, I
didn't even notice.
Yeah. I mean, especially on the road, I'm focused on getting on my gear, getting the good spot in the locker room. High school away locker rooms are usually pretty rough. I know Hallsville's is a weight room. That's what we were in, at least when I was in school. Looks like it's the same. But yeah, I played at Hallsville multiple times, multiple sports. And it's going to be a tough one tonight. Anytime you go to Hallsville on the road is tough.
Do you feel that at all? When it is homecoming, is there any at all that kind of extra no, let's beat them on their home field at homecoming, or
I want to beat them every time we
Fair
play
enough.
them.
You don't need the extra motivation.
Nope, don't need it.
I believe that. You're very much a guy. You don't need the experience. I mean, you'll take it. You'll take it, but I don't think you need it. Right. I kind of want to touch a little bit more on this. Is something we talked about, obviously, a minute ago. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, there's so much going on here in a second. If we ever have to stop for a national anthem or another prayer or whatever it is,
We do have it's for everyone listening, there's going to be a new aspect of crowd noise tonight.
Yep.
That's the cards we were dealt on where we are for a booth. But I always like to say, defy the odds, overcome adversity, achieve greatness, and that's what Chad's Media is going to do tonight.
absolutely no different than
Exactly.
than the
anything
players,
in
the
life.
coaches, everybody.
It's a road test for all of us. Tyler.
It's the first
our
road
first
test
road
for
test.
all of us. It really is, Ryan. It looks like for a game that's going to start in 15 minutes. It doesn't look like there are quite as many people as I maybe would have thought.
Well, right now I'm kind of worried that the Sulphur Springs crowd liked our broadcast so much that they stayed home tonight. The away side is looking a little empty.
It is. We appreciate everybody watching, obviously, but come support and then maybe watch.
Have we made too good a TV to travel?
I think that's all on the team. I think the Sulphur Springs Wildcats are just making great TV right now.
Right.
I do want to give everyone out there watching a quick heads up. Obviously, the beautiful thing about broadcasting the way that we do something that is on YouTube and Facebook and is easily accessible, there is a chance that if you miss this, if you don't get to watch this live tonight, you're going to miss out on it. If that is the case, y'all bear with us. We have to receive permission from both schools. So if we're not able to keep it up, it would be because Hallsville did not allow us permission. But we've already talked to Van Alstyne, who we're playing next week, and we know we're going to go there. So that would be hopefully just a one-time thing, and then right back to regularly scheduled programming. Watching it on demand whenever you want.
Yeah, no doubt. I told you that I got a lot of questions during the week. Would we go live for an away game? Obviously, we are live right now. Hopefully, you tune in for the game. But we're excited about it. It's a joy for us to get to bring you Texas high school football live on YouTube, Chad's Media, and Front Porch News, and wherever
Absolutely.
else you can find us.
Absolutely, it really is. Like, we talk about how fun Friday nights are, but man, they're a blast sitting here getting to broadcast these games with you, man. Especially 2 quick wins. I mean, it's really been probably the last 2 are the 2 most fun Friday nights I've had in who knows how.
Well, yeah, and it, like we've said, it makes our Saturday morning show makes that a lot better when the Wildcats win.
Speaking of, what's this? We do a Saturday morning show.
We do a Saturday
Now,
morning show.
what's that all about?
Well, it's what do we call it? The Friday Night Lights recap.
Yes, sir.
With Tyler Lennon and Ryan Humphreys. It's a good deal. I mean, it's good inside. Sometimes there's some interviews. I don't know, Tyler. What do you think about it?
I think you have said this the last 2 weeks in a row, and you are 100% correct. Hopefully we get to find out again tonight, but they are a lot more fun to do after the team won the night before, so hopefully, they'll get another win tonight, and then tomorrow morning, you and I will have a more fun job to do, but that is 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, same place, Chad's Media on YouTube, the Front Porch News Facebook, Chad's Media on Twitter as well, so. Brian, we still got about 10 minutes.
The officials for tonight's game have been agreed upon by both coaches. They've gone through extreme extensive training. They have experienced many games and have been tested by the Association of Officials in Texas. Please give them the
Like we said, about 10 more minutes left here tonight.
Remember that we can't have sports and games without them. Our officials for this evening, the referee is Wes Hall, umpire is Vincent Williams. Field judge is Tim Cummins.
Brian, it looks like the Hallsville Bobcats are getting ready to hit the field. They've got. I gotta tell you, man, I'm a big fan. One, I hate to even admit this onto a microphone, but I'm an LSU fan. So obviously, anything purple, I'm down for. But the gray and the purple, man, it reminds me of few years ago, TCU has had, like, theirs was more black, I think, but they've had some jerseys that look kind of similar to that.
Oh yeah, very TCU-esque. Sulphur Springs actually has a gray jersey curse. We had gray jerseys for years, and actually, and I'm not kidding you, Sulphur Springs never won a game in the gray jerseys.
Really?
So they have been banished to the gallows, never to wear again. And so I don't think you'll see Sulphur Springs wearing gray uniforms anytime soon.
That's unfortunate because the gray always looks great, but I mean, hey, if it's a curse, it's a curse. Especially being as superstitious as I am. If it's cursed, then get that out of there. Ryan had mentioned earlier some kind of players to watch tonight. We got some time to kill here. I say we go over a few more.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some more CJ Williams tonight. They kind of eased him back in there last week. Hopefully, we can see him in the backfield or catching passes on the outside. Another guy to look out for is Austin Chaney. I'm hearing that he's going to play tonight. It's going to be on a limited snap count, but it's good to have him back in the secondary. Obviously, an impact player back there.
Absolutely, and I want to mention, talk about Austin Chaney being back. I think that creates a very unique and exciting opportunity because Landon Fields, who's primarily a receiver, had gotten a lot of the snaps in Austin's place. And of course, with Austin coming back, now you kind of get this opportunity to rotate, both of them in, and Landon potentially maybe even getting more snaps at wide receiver. Of course, guys like Jackson Hare and Skylar Lewis, I think, did a great job stepping up kind of in that role. But I think we'll probably just see, it just gives you more options.
Well,
you know what I mean?
From a defensive back standpoint, stick Austin in the slot, stick Landon in the slot. We're going to play some teams that spread out 4 wide, and so instead of having a backer over them, if you're running man coverage, put your DBs in there, and then that's gonna create a better matchup for the Bobcats.
I 1,000% agree with that. Kind of going over just a few stats we have here. Brady Driver off to a great start to this season. So far, it's 4 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing, and 0 turnovers. I mean, I love that ratio.
And that's the biggest stat, Tyler. 0 turnovers. Like I mentioned, winning the turnover battle is behind scoring points itself. That is the biggest determining factor in winning football games. And so to be able to hold on to the ball through the air and on the ground is going to be that's huge for Brady Driver.
Absolutely. Also, I want to mention, of course, you referred to him as quote-unquote my boy, but Malachi Rowland off to a great start this season, man. 3 total touchdowns already. I believe over 100 yards in each of the first 2 games. I mean, I tried to warn y'all that he's going to have a great season, and he's definitely off to a great start so far.
Well, and at this point, opposing teams know that. It's not a secret anymore, especially a guy that's gone over 100 yards back-to-back games. Hallsville, I would think that maybe there's some more stacked boxes. I talked about them trying to, get Sulphur Springs to throw the ball a little more, and so we'll see if that pans out. I'm not saying that's a bad thing for Sulphur Springs. I'm simply saying that we've had a lot of success on the ground thus far.
Absolutely. Again, want to thank everyone who's been hanging out with us so far tonight. Just a few more minutes. We got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on this clock. Hopefully, we'll get started here in just a few minutes. But again, want to thank all of our sponsors from the pregame portion of the show. One more time, our good friends over at Commercial Glass and Mirror, the good people over at Toby Boatman Garage Doors, and of course everyone over at Discount Wheel and Tire. We literally would not be here doing all this without the help of all of y'all and all of our supporters. And of course we have a ton others to get into throughout the course of the night that I'll be happy to tell y'all about, Ryan. But we're getting close. The stands are starting to pack a little bit. It feels like they're filling in.
Tyler, were you able to watch the NFL kickoff game last night, Bills and Rams?
I was.
What'd you think?
I'm just happy that the NFL season is back, man. Josh Allen still very much a baller. Still very much a baller. A lot of people have Josh Allen as an MVP pick for this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of Walk On Radio, that's how I picked it. I've got Josh Allen winning the MVP this year. I think the Bills are probably the best team in that loaded AFC. I think the Rams are good, but last night was a pretty bad showing.
Yeah, it was not a great start for them. before we get started. I gotta tell you, man, I obviously already mentioned it once, but being an LSU fan, love all things purple. I'm here for, there's so much purple here tonight, man. And I've seen a lot of LSU stuff.
Tough time to be an LSU fan,
Yeah,
Tyler. I know you didn't want me to bring that up.
I knew if I brought him up one more time, I was setting myself up.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 is far too many times for me not to say something.
That's fair. It was only twice, I think. Was it 3?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I told you last week that special teams was going to play a huge role in the Sulphur Springs Mount Pleasant game. It certainly played a massive role in the LSU Florida State game.
Ooh.
It's at all levels, Tyler.
You're right. It is. I'm not super pumped to. You're right. It's at all.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It very much is at all levels. 4:20 left before we get started here tonight.
The Wildcats have made their way onto the field, and Tyler, I'm liking the icy whites. We've kind of got a stormtrooper look going. White helmets, white top, white bottom. Looks like most of them are wearing white cleats.
Yep.
I always thought white uniforms made you look faster.
You think so?
I think like when I would go back and watch film, I always thought when I wore white shoes, I ran faster.
Ooh, okay, I can see that.
Just pay attention to that tonight.
You know what? Now
hopefully we've got some good opportunities with some big broken plays. If they're wearing white shoes, they're going to look faster.
That's all I'm going to be looking for tonight. I agree with you. I do love the white on white on white. I think that's a great look. Of course, maybe it's just because for the last 2 weeks in a row we've seen the blues, so
yeah.
it's a change of scenery, a little bit of a different look. Maybe that's part of it.
I'm here for it. The gray, the dark gray versus the icy white. It's a good look.
It is a good look, and it looks like the Hallsville Bobcats will be getting ready to come out of that tunnel in just a second. Now, there's only 3 minutes, 20 seconds left on this clock. We haven't done National Anthem. We haven't done... Well, we maybe already did the opening prayer. There's definitely some things we got to get to, but... Of course, we'll take a step back when that happens, obviously, during the National Anthem and everything, and then we'll be ready to go. Here come the Hallsville Bobcats.
I believe that stands for Hallsville High School.
I believe so.
Am I in the right ballpark?
I think you are.
Okay. Just making sure.
Now, I have to point out, at home, obviously, the Wildcats come out of the tunnel, but nothing here on the road. They're just down there on the sideline. They're ready to go. They don't need anything like that. They're ready.
The year that we won the national championship at Sam Houston, our locker room was getting renovated, and we didn't have a tunnel either, so we would just kind of gather up and then take off sprinting.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian, I think we are about ready for the national anthem and all of that, so we will take it a step back. Ryan, it is about that time, less than 60 seconds on the clock, about to get the coin flip and all of that started. But before we do, I told y'all I would be telling you about some of our friends in Sulphur Springs, and not just in Sulphur Springs. in all the surrounding areas, like our friends over at Hooten's Hardware. Hooten's Hardware at Emory features brands that you know and love, such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit Hooten's on East Linden Drive in Emory. Give them a call at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com. Ryan, what's your hopes or expectations for the toss here?
Ooh, I've said it before, I'll say it again, tails never fails. Whoever wins the toss, if they think that offense is their best unit, defense is their best unit, that's who I'm sticking out there first.
You would think for Hallsville might very well be their offense,
and Sulphur Springs might be defense. I don't know.
I agree. We very well could see that,
Would you say, okay, through 2 weeks, through 2 wins, has the offense been the highlight or the defense been the highlight for Sulphur Springs? If you had to pick one.
Clearly, they've both been great, but if I have to pick, I'm going defense. I'm going with
too.
what you coined as the Blue Barrage.
The Blue Barrage.
We haven't gotten that nickname for the offense yet.
Well, no, but I also need a white defensive.
Oh, you're right.
We're wearing all white tonight, barely any blue.
You're right.
Give me some time.
Yeah, that's tough.
Give me some time. For now, we will go with the Blue Barrage.
I think we stick with it. I like it. Because at the end of the day, your colors are still blue and white.
Of course, for Hallsville, you could do the old Minnesota Vikings, their legendary defense, the Purple People Eaters.
Yeah, true.
You could do that.
Right, it looks like Hallsville electing to receive.
That sounded like Torrey Humphreys right there.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
That was a reach into my back pocket of NFL senseless knowledge.
Right, it is almost time to get started. Very quickly before we do, we've already told you about our friends at Hooten's. I think it's a great time to tell you about some of the biggest Wildcat supporters we know, and that is J. Hodge Chevrolet. J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership, a Mark of Excellence award winner. J. Hodge Chevrolet has also won awards for Best Automotive Dealership and Best Auto Repair Shop. Right, they are such big supporters of the Wildcats that they're even located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give them a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay. Go see Jay.
That was the one that I told you has been my favorite little jingle.
That's a good one. I'm not going to lie.
I like it. Did you write that? Surely you didn't write that.
No comment.
You didn't. Did you write that? If you did, that's a pretty witty side of Tyler Lennon that I didn't know.
So, not to peel the curtain back too much, some of them are written by me.
Okay, all right. You don't have to give anything else if you don't want to.
But I believe that's their song. I believe that was all. That was all them.
Okay.
I can't take credit for that one. Shout out to the good people at J. Hodge
Tyler, here we
Chevrolet.
go, man. Let's do this.
Hallsville.
We'll see if
Starting the night with the ball.
we start with the usual pooch kick.
It is Erie Santa Cruz back there with the kick. Not bad. Hallsville got to start at the 41, but that could have been a lot worse than the 41, right?
It looked like there was a chance he could break it, but if I'm Hallsville starting on the 41-yard line, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, one of those, like you said, if you're Hallsville, you're not mad about starting on the 41, but if you're Sulphur Springs, the fact it wasn't worse, you'll take it.
Right.
We say this all the time, but a stop here, getting a...
That's how you want to start. I mean, if you're on offense, you want to go get points your first drive. If you're on defense, a 3-and-out would be incredibly ideal.
This highly regarded Hallsville offense, let's see how they get things started. They are going to pass and get things started. And that is a nice little reception. I believe that is Miller, their leading receiver so far, Ryan.
Yeah, and they lined up in kind of the the same look that Sulphur Springs you'll see a lot, kind of that B-back right behind the tackle. But we've seen a lot of screens run against Sulphur Springs this year, and anytime you can throw and catch a screen for 9 yards, that's a great first down play. I'd run that one.
2nd and 1 at the 50, Ryan. Just one play into this game. Little pre-snap motion there. Once again, dropping back. He's got his man. Got plenty of room. Ryan, he's got more room. He's inside the 20. Still going, finally brought down all the way at the 5-yard line, Ryan. That is huge for Hallsville.
You know, that's just how you draw it up, Tyler. The quarterback right there does a great job of kind of sucking in the defensive line there, kind of baiting him to set up that screen. And then the running back, he gets out wide, reads his blockers, cuts it back to the middle, and that's a huge play for Hallsville.
It is.
Talk about starting fast.
Yeah, I was just about to say 10:50 still left in this first quarter, Ryan. Only needed a minute and 10 seconds to get inside the 5. Hosley keeping it himself. He's got the room. He's got the touchdown. They needed 1 minute and 20 seconds, Ryan, but Hallsville takes the lead. And for the first time this season, Wildcats don't score first.
You know, Tyler, and to me, this is a prime example of it's our first away game. We've got to weather the storm, okay? They've punched us in the mouth. How are we going to respond? That was going to happen. I mean, it is the first road game. It's the first road game that most of these kids have ever played on a varsity Friday night football. Right. I'm telling you, it's going to be fine, but you got to weather the storm.
Yeah.
Roll with the punches.
I think that part of it can't be overstated enough. Like you said, for a lot of these kids, it is their first ever road game.
Trust me. I've been a part of a lot of, including myself, but I've been a part of a lot of first road games at all levels, and it's different. It is a lot different.
Absolutely. Ryan, your hometown Wildcats trailing 7-0. Talking about your hometown Wildcats, I also want to tell you about your hometown realtor, and that is Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating. Who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hawkins County and their real estate needs. Katie was born and raised right here in Hawkins County and even taught at SSISD for 6 years. Give her a call at 903-243-2304 or email her at katie@janetmartinrealty.com. That is Katie, Kati, to see how she can put you in a new home today. Again, still 10:40. Only a minute and 20 seconds has expired in this game.
Oh no, that first drive could not have possibly gone better if you're Hallsville. That's what you worked on all week. You know, a lot of coaches, they script the first 5 to 10 plays of the game. I'm not saying that Hallsville did, but you'll see that a lot. And obviously, they picked 3 good ones.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Obviously, the goal here for the Wildcats is to get points, but in an ideal world, it might be a longer drive, use some time to return us at the 10, up to the 30. Up to the 35,
You'll take that.
Jackson Hare.
You'll take that.
Solid return there.
Last week he started out with a great return. Obviously, special teams is a tool that you can switch the field in a lot of different ways, and I'm feeling good about the field position there if I'm Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. We went on and on about how great field position Hallsville had to start. They started at the 41. You're only 5 yards away from where they started, and you saw how well that worked out for them. So Wildcats ready to get this first drive started.
So it looks like the first starting receivers, we're going to go C.J. Williams, Cooper Faircloth, and Jackson Hare, I believe. Good to see C.J. Williams back starting.
Absolutely. Give to Malachi, gain of a couple there. And I've got to say, man, that one very, very, very strong trio of receivers there, but I think we're going to see a lot of in and out, a lot of subs, a lot of different looks.
Well, and that's how you get the best mix. I mean, get fresh bodies in there. If I run a deep ball, I'm 40 yards down the field. Let me tap out, send somebody in, get some fresh legs, and I'll go back out there.
Ron, I don't know if you noticed, Hallsville has a scoreboard with instant replay.
I do like that.
First one of those we've seen this year.
I do like that.
2nd and 7, quick pass out to CJ. CJ got the first down all the way past the 50 up to the 45. A quick pass to CJ and a gain of a lot of yards, Ron.
We've definitely missed that through 2 games. It's good to have him back. Just an overall, all around, he's just a really good athlete. And when he has the ball in his hands, he can do good things with it.
Absolutely. The man is a playmaker. See Matt Mitchell out there now, kind of lined up on the inside, on our side of the field.
Looks like he's going to motion across.
Another give to Malachi. Malachi getting to the outside, now cutting back in, about the 40. So it's going to be a gain of about 5 there, Ryan.
Tyler, I love, with Matt Mitchell being as versatile as he is, I feel like he's not just a pass catcher, but right there he motions across, kind of become a lead blocker for outside zone with Malachi, and I just get people in space and get some body on body action. Malachi, if he can bounce one out wide, he's shown that can be really successful.
Absolutely. I know we've praised Matt a lot, but you can't praise him enough. I mean, he's doing everything he's asked to do. 2nd and 5, 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Brady had to keep himself, and he goes down. Back to the original line of scrimmage there, Ryan.
Now, I'm not sure if that was a designed QB run or if it was kind of a rollout pass, but Hallsville definitely sniffed that out from the start.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of thought maybe it was a rollout pass, and then he just realized he had to keep it himself. But
3rd and long here, Tyler.
Ryan, I don't know. I'm sure the viewers at home can tell, but this crowd, very loud.
Well, absolutely, they should be. I mean,
you should.
7-0 in 1 minute of game time almost. That's a lot to get excited about. But 3rd and 10 here for Wildcats.
Brady again having to keep it himself, goes down at about the line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 4th and 10 from the 45, Ryan.
It seems that 33 for Hallsville is going to be a problem all night. That's the 2nd play in a row that he's been a presence in the backfield. I'd expect Sulphur Springs to punt here, but it looks like
maybe keeping the offense up there.
It could be a Brady little pooch punt.
Yep.
I bet that's what we're going to get. He's going to back up past 7 yards, so that makes him eligible to punt it.
And a false start.
Another time, Tyler, we've talked about it through the first 3 weeks of the season now. We're going off the clap and we're not watching the ball. Too many times that's happened.
And it's not just the Wildcats we've seen do that, but it feels like we've seen between the Wildcats and whoever they're playing against, we've seen that so many times to start the season. It's still early in the year, but.
Now, that's not just a huge mistake. Now, that's five more yards you need to punt it, but it's not like we were in a go-for-it situation.
Right.
I mean, Brady was about to punt it. The ruling there is you have to be past 7 yards, and then he's eligible to kick the ball.
7:30 left here in the first. Clean snap. Brady plenty of time to get the punt off. And that is rolling. That could be great for the Wildcats.
Kick it back. Oh, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Tyler, you don't want to slide into the ball. Right there, you want to set your feet and pick it up and then hand it to the official.
Almost was beautiful. As two special team lovers here, it was almost.
It's crazy how often you see that right there, Tyler, at all levels.
Oh,
I mean, there's people in the NFL that do that. And I just, right there, I really felt like he had plenty of time to pick it up.
Yeah, probably. I think,
we're up here.
Right.
We're up here.
It's a lot easier for me to say that.
Just by the laws of physics, sliding into the ball is going to push it farther.
Of course, you think, oh no, I'm running out of time. I gotta get there.
Right.
7:16 left in the first.
That's a big field position difference right there,
Absolutely.
Tyler. Big field position difference.
Starting at the 20, we'll see what Hallsville does with this second drive. And again, going to be a pass-heavy offense. Got his man over the middle. Miller with the catch. All the way up to the 30 line.
Tyler, that's something that we haven't really seen this year from a Wildcat opponent, but we talked about that in the pregame. I really expect Hallsville, to be overall the best passing team that we've faced thus far.
Yeah, and could be one of the best passing teams we've faced all season.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's a big chunk of yards right there for the Bobcats.
Heck of a way to get that drive started. Started at the 20, now you're all the way up to the 31. Could put it on the ground this time. And a solid game there of at least 4 or 5. 6:40 left here in the first. And we knew this Hallsville offense was going to be good, but they have not disappointed so far, Ryan.
Well, and it's all about getting to the quarterback, because I think if you let this kid sit back there and have time to throw the deep ball, he's going to do it successfully. And that's what we saw right there. He had a good, clean pocket. Offensive line kind of gave him they gave him a pocket,
right.
and he delivered.
And now he's keeping it himself. He's got a blocker, got the first down, going to step out of bounds inside the red zone. So again, just let 2 or 3 plays, and you're right back in the red zone already.
Design QB run right there. We talked about that statistically. He has been their leading rusher, leading passer, just all around kind of a Taysom Hill.
The kid is a beast.
Yeah, I mean.
Like we said, got one scholarship offer.
11 touchdowns so far this year now.
You're right. Already up to 11. 1st and 10 from the 19. 6:10 left in the quarter. And now Wildcat defense trying to put some pressure on him, but able to escape. And Ryan, he is inside the 5.
That's tough, man. I don't know that we could have done anything different there. We got to the backfield quickly. Pocket broke down. The Hallsville receiver there did a great job blocking downfield, kind of give that quarterback a lane. But obviously, the man is he can make second chance plays happen.
He can. Now another give. Does he get in?
Oh, marked him just a bit short. I actually thought he got in.
I thought he may have as well, but like you said, looks like he's going to be marked
Just short.
It's going to make it 2nd and goal.
Despite the video replay board, there is no video replay in high school football.
Very true. 2nd and goal. Does he have this on?
Touchdown Bobcats.
Like I said, touchdown Bobcats. It's going to make it 13-0. 5:32 left here in this first quarter. Real quick, before we get into the Wildcats' second drive, what I tell you about our friends over at D&B Loans. D&B Loans is your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000, Ryan. They also offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, you name it. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. So like we said, very quick start for the Hallsville Bobcats, 14-0 with 5:32 left in the first.
Well, Tyler, it's certainly too early to panic.
Yeah.
This is a very, very young ball game. 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
And you were able to move the ball that first drive.
You just gotta weather the storm. Okay, you gotta roll with the punches.
Absolutely. And we keep talking about this is a pretty young team. I mean, this is their first chance to kind of have to do that. Earlier in the year, we talked about them learning how to win. I mean, this will be their first chance to kind of learn how to play from behind. That might be just as big as learning how to win, learning how to play from behind.
No question, Tyler. I mean, it's a great learning opportunity for this young Wildcat team. How do we handle getting punched in the mouth? We are down 14-0 quickly. We got to go put a drive together. I mean, we got to figure out how to get points. Defensively, we go back out there. Okay, they've done nothing but score touchdowns on us. How do we prevent that? How do we keep the quarterback contained? How do we not get beat deep? It's all, it's a good learning moment.
Absolutely. And you hope maybe the offense can put together a lengthy drive here and give your defense
Give the defense a break. Yep, yeah. Exactly.
Time to regroup and time to strategize. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see some more C.J. Williams on this drive, Ryan.
Well, that's always a good call. I'm not going to be surprised if they continue to try and establish the run. I think that helps our passing game when we are running the ball.
I agree with you. Pass out to Cooper Faircloth. Cooper wins the first down and plenty. He's all the way up to the 50, Ryan. 25-yard pass to Cooper Faircloth.
Great RPO right there. That was one of our vocabulary words.
You're right.
Run pass option. Brady pulls it, sees that there's nobody in the middle of the field, hits Cooper Faircloth on a slant, and big first down for the Wildcats.
I love that you're giving vocabulary words. You're not only providing entertainment, but you're teaching people.
Right. Well, you can always learn more things in life.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to C.J.
Williams in the backfield.
C.J. already got the first down. Now he's down the sideline. Finally out at around the 25.
I like that play, Tyler.
I don't know if you noticed this, but if that is spotted at the 25, that is back-to-back plays of 25-yard gains.
Well, you're going to score a lot of points if that is the profit margin that we're giving.
You're right. Just 4 yards away from the Bell Concrete red zone, Ryan.
C.J. Williams, he's kind of got that Deebo Samuel look. Kind of in the middle of a running back, kind of in the middle of an outside receiver. You just put him out everywhere. He's just an athlete.
Right.
I mean, that's a guy that, he's going to play somewhere at the next level. I don't know where, but he's a fun player to watch, and I'm happy that we've got him back. And it looks like at full strength.
Absolutely. Clock. Well, there's the snap. Brady Get back to the line of
He did a good job there making something out of nothing.
Yeah, that could have been much worse than it was.
It could be 2nd and 20.
Right.
But looks like we're going to get 2nd and 11.
Second
Much
11.
more manageable.
Absolutely. That puts you back at the 25. Looks like we got Jackson Hare coming back onto the field. Ryan, this first quarter, but I tell you, I mean, it always feels like it's flying by, but we're already down to 4:20 left here in this first quarter, Ryan. Play clock at 15. So still got plenty of time to work with. Brady rolling. Keeping it himself. He's got some yards, Ryan. He's still going, Ryan. To the outside. Brady.
Just short, but great run by Brady Driver.
Huge
Made
run.
me nervous him cutting back to the middle of the field. Sometimes you'll catch a defensive lineman lurking.
Right.
He's head hunting, but Brady Driver, big strong run right there, down to maybe the
1 or the 2, the 3.
looks like maybe the 3 or the 4.
Yeah, the 4.
Great run though.
Ryan, that puts him inside the Bell Concrete red zone. For over 70 years, the mission of Bell Concrete has been to provide quality products and efficient service to their clients of the ready-mix industry.
Looks like we're going to get the Brady Bull package. Would not be surprised if we've added another play to this look.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Same play. He's going to break it outside though.
Trying to get out there. He does gain a couple of yards.
33 is a presence. He's a presence.
Yes, absolutely. That kid is a beast. Kid is an absolute beast. It's going to make it 2nd and goal from the 3. You know, from this angle, I really would have thought it was closer to about the 2, but 3 minutes left here in the first.
Sticking with the same Bulls package.
Yep. Maybe you do get CJ here.
You could
this time,
see
who knows?
CJ Williams here. Would not surprise me.
Again, Brady keeping it himself. He's fighting.
Yeah, he's going to get in there.
He's in there.
That play, hey man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No need to add any more wrinkles to that formation.
You're
seems
right.
like from the 2, it's very effective.
You're right, Ryan.
Cats on the board.
For the 3rd time this season, that is a rushing touchdown for Brady Driver. And that's going to bring it back to a 1-score game.
Now, Tyler, I'm definitely interested to see the kicking game here. We've had our fair share of woes.
We have. You're right. Snaps clean that time. It's up.
There we go.
And good. So that makes it 14-7, Ryan. Just like that, your Wildcats getting themselves back into it. I know all of y'all watching at home are pumped. We appreciate that. We also know our friends over at Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying is also pumped. They're a family-owned and operated business that provides year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Owned by Rodney Easley, he is the father of Sulphur Springs Wildcats coach Trent Easley. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything that your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give them a call at 214-837-2206. 2:44 left here in the first round. We've got ourselves a game, 14-7.
Tyler, some first quarter scores from future opponents. We've got Anna is up 7-0 over Van Alstyne.
It's a big one.
And we've got Liberty Ilu up 8-0 over last week's opponent, Mount Pleasant.
See, both of those, like you said, are very big ones because Anna.
We play every one of those teams in the
Right,
future, except
right.
we just played Mount Pleasant. But those are big games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brady's excited to see how Anna does in that one. They very well might be, the pick to win the district right now. They were my pick coming into the season, and they are looking great to start the year.
Another pooch kick. Looks like we're going to get a return.
Inside the 30.
His own guy tripped him up there.
And that is not a bad place to start if you're the Wildcats, getting them start on the 30. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left here in this first quarter. Your offense, they answered back. They got some points. It'd be great if the defense were able to answer back with that as well, Ryan, getting a stop here.
Well, the offense responded just like they needed to. They went down, got points, made this a 1-score ball game. Defense here, they got to respond. I mean, they've given up 14 straight points. Let's go get a stop.
I agree. Again, starting at the 30, 2:41 left in the first. And a QB keep to start this drive. Try to make something happen. And that's some strong defense rather from your Wildcats, Ryan. That is your boy Austin Chaney forcing them out of bounds.
You know, Tyler, it looks like Hallsville, you know, they run really wide sets, and that's to space out the Sulphur Springs defense and kind of give more running lanes for the quarterback. I mean, you've got receivers that are all the way out to the sidelines. You know, that really limits their route tree as far as what they can run, but we got a throwback pass.
Ooh. Still, I really would have thought that was going to be a block in the back, Ryan. It's a huge game, though.
Huge block there. You know, we had a couple bodies that sniffed out the throwback pass, but that's a creative and solid play call by the Hallsville Wildcats.
Absolutely. We've seen some very creative play callers so far this year, right? Of course, the Wildcats themselves also very creative play callers. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. First down from the 46. A few Wildcats there to make the stops. It's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5.
Now, Tyler, you see when they line up again, look how wide these splits are. I mean, that's a tough throw for any quarterback. I'm almost certain that it's to help the run game. When you're on the left hash here, the wide side receiver is outside of the numbers.
Right.
I mean, that a 2-yard throw turns into a 25-yard ball. You know?
Oh, you're right. And another give. Close to the first down. We'll see where he's marked. Ryan, I don't know if I got used to our comfy, cozy box back at the Prem, but a little bit of a different view here tonight.
It's not too bad, though.
No, it's not at all.
A lot of crowd noise.
And we're kind of right here on the 50, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's hey, you got to adapt and overcome.
Absolutely. It's going to make it 3rd and 2. Just a little over 1 minute left here in the first quarter. QB keeping it himself, and he's got plenty of room. He's all the way up to the 25. He's still going, Ron. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown. That is a 36-yard touchdown rush, Ron. That kid is an absolute monster.
Little midline read action right there. You know, he's reading that B gap. If there's no one there, he's pulling it. I mean, that's just how you draw it up.
Yeah, unless I'm wrong, this 36-yard rushing touchdown. What's that put him at 13 for the season now?
12. He didn't have the second one.
You're right, 12.
But still, 2 rushing touchdowns tonight.
B&T is good as well. It makes it 21-7, Ryan. This is the most high-scoring game we've seen so far from the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Very quickly, before the Wildcats get started again, I want to tell you about our friends at Mayo Appliance Services, providing service calls, diagnostics, and repair for all home appliances with fast, affordable, and reliable service guaranteed. Located in Sulphur Springs, Mayo Appliance Services provides in-home service to all surrounding areas for repair of dishwashers and dryers, stovetops and ovens, refrigerators and ice makers, dishwashers, you name it. For more information, call 903-951-4500 or visit MayoApplianceServices.com to see how they can help you today.
All right, Tyler, all we can do is go get 7 here. You know, you cannot get 14 points back on one drive. So right here, let's focus on putting a good drive together like we did the last time out and go from there.
I agree. I mean, the
defense will make adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of it.
Absolutely.
Quarterback's a good player.
Oh, great player.
He's a game breaker. Obviously, with that ability to run the ball, it's very. I mean, it's Johnny Manziel-esque. You got to figure it out.
We've seen some very talented kids this year, kids that have multiple D1 offers, but I'm not sure he's not the most talented.
He's the best player I've seen.
I agree.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
No, 100. Yeah, I 100%.
And I know we've only seen one quarter, but he's obviously making a pretty dramatic impact here.
Between me and you, 12 minutes and 3 drives, all I needed to see.
Right. He passes the eye test, certainly.
He absolutely does. Like you said, but we saw some, the offense has really been doing pretty well here tonight. They did kind of stall out on that first drive.
That last drive, though, that top to bottom, throwing the ball, catching the ball, running the ball, it was good. It was good. And it ended in 7. So it doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it ends in 7.
Right. And for what it's worth, the defense did force a third down there. So.
CJ Williams back at running back here.
Quick pass out to Skylar Lewis. Skylar with the catch.
Great
breaks
broken
the tackle. And what could have been a gain of 0 ends up being a gain of 6 and 7 there, Ryan.
Right there, Tyler, make the easy plays. Brady's got a 5-yard hitch from our boy Skylar. You know, throw and catch the ball, get north, get positive yards on first down. Oh, they're going to mark him way back.
Oh,
He
wow.
must have stepped out. Our angle is not as great, but I say way back. It's 2nd and 7. Malachi back in there.
Like I said, 2nd and 7. 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Another quick pass. This one out to Cooper Fairclough. Had to jump, just not quite able to get to it, so that's going to make it 3rd and 7. I do like the ideas of these real quick passes, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, get, 1-2 ball, throw and catch, get north. I talk about a lot, making the easy plays. You don't think people think to win football games, you got to get cute, you got to get fancy all the time. A lot of it is just the simplicity of putting a drive together.
Absolutely.
How many completions can I get? How many successful runs can we have?
Absolutely.
3rd and 7.
Brady back. Looking for the sideline. Does he have it?
Oh, wow.
He's got it.
Man, that's
CJ
a great
Williams
throw and catch.
picking up the first down. That is huge, Ryan. Great pass on the sideline. Great catch.
Brady misses outside. Not actually misses. Obviously, we got the completion, but what I'm
Right.
saying is he put it where the defender had no chance of disrupting it. Only CJ Williams was going to catch that ball, and that's exactly what happened. First down for the Cats.
That's huge. Now, Ryan, there are 21 seconds left on the game clock and 20 seconds left on the play clock. So they don't have to get a playoff here, but I would think they might be looking to do so. Down to 10 seconds. They do get the snap off. A give. And CJ's got some room. Back-to-back plays for CJ Williams. And great games on both. Ryan,
Good drive so far.
it is, and that is going to do it for the first quarter.
My name is Deonche Pruitt, and in 2019, I was rear-ended by a driver that failed to pay attention and control their speed. I was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. I had extreme pain in my lower and upper back, and the pain in my neck radiated down my right arm. I reached out to Roper & White because of their client-first reputation. All of my medical bills were paid and also received additional compensation for the pain and future care that I might need. Roper & White made the difference, and I'm grateful for them. Luckily, I called Roper & White.
Ryan, we are about ready for this second quarter. Wildcats currently trailing 21-7, but they've got a nice little drive going right here. CJ Williams getting very heavily involved on this drive.
A lot of fireworks there, Tyler. A lot of fireworks. 3 perfect drives for the Bobcats. Cats go 1 for 2 on scoring opportunities.
Not off to a bad start. Of course, it'd be great, if you could go down and get some more points here. It'll be a 2nd and 2 once they resume play. And as always, you see CJ do a little bit of all. I mean, that was back-to-back plays. A pass to CJ for a gain of about 15, then a give to CJ for a run of 8. Malachi in the backfield this time. CJ lined out wide. 2nd and 2. It's a give to Malachi.
Oh, big hit.
It was a big hit. Not very often you see Malachi get hit behind the line of scrimmage.
No, you don't, Tyler, and he's got a great center of gravity. A lot of times, he's even being a smaller guy, these guys bounce off of Malachi a lot, actually.
A lot, yeah.
Or I guess, I don't know, maybe he bounces off of them.
Right.
Depends how you look at it. Glass is half full.
He's very tough
Glass
to
is half
take
empty.
down.
I don't know.
He's very tough to take
He doesn't
down.
get tackled for loss.
3rd and 3 at the 45.
So right
Might
here,
be
you
a
actually
4-down territory situation.
could be. Looks like we're going to get C.J. Williams
In the
a Wildcat position. Motion Malachi across. He's going to keep it.
Great read by
Man.
CJ. The Wildcat from the Wildcats. Great read by CJ.
Let's go, Tyler. That was a good one. Yeah, CJ just hit the hole right there. He got north quickly, and that's going to result in a first down.
Now, Ryan, that's something we saw a good bit of last year, and I was curious how much of it we were going to see this year. We really haven't seen it in any of the scrimmages or anything like that. To my recollection, that's the first time we've seen it.
Well, also, though, remember, we haven't had a healthy CJ
that is true.
thus far. Tonight seems like we're getting a full dose of that.
I love, we were just talking about creative play calling, and that's something, obviously, a strength of Sulphur Springs. Love to see it there. At the 45, 1st and 10. Brady keeping it himself this time. And a great game for Brady, depending on where they spot it. It's either going to be enough for the first down, it's going to be very close.
A little short. Good run by Brady, though, on 1st down. Going to be 2nd and less than 1.
Yeah. Again, loving the play calling on this drive and, of course, the execution.
Rock's doing that right there. Chunky up here.
Receiver-wise, you've got CJ, Cooper Faircloth, Skylar Lewis on the far side, Malachi rolling in the backfield with Brady. Brady looking for CJ, and that's tough to get a throw off as he's being hit. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, great pass rush right there by the Hallsville Bobcats. I talk about that a lot. Anytime the quarterback is, nobody wants to throw under the stress like that, and Brady Driver's no different. Looks like he had C.J. Williams open, but just didn't have enough time to deliver the ball.
So it's going to be another 3rd and short, like we said, probably even less than 1. I don't know. What do you think we see here? That Bulls package?
We are going to see Bulls package. It's certainly 4-down territory at this point, assuming we don't lose any yards.
Oh, I agree. If you could just get back to the line
what
of
do you
scrimmage.
think? You think Brady QB sneak or hand off to CJ?
I'm going hand.
Oh, there you go.
I was wrong.
Bad guess.
I was wrong. Brady tried to stay
I don't think he got it.
He did his
No,
best,
he did
but
not
tried.
get it.
Coming up just a little bit short.
I think you go for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. You've got the momentum. You're going. You're down here. What are we on the 36?
Unless you think you can punt it inside of the 10 or the 5-yard line, you go for it because the risk reward of a touchback, it's just not worth it.
Now they are going to go back to the Wildcat, Ryan. Brady Driver lined up on the outside. It looks like CJ will be running the Wildcat again. Unless Matt Mitchell back there.
You definitely do have the versatility of that.
Play clock down to 10. Game clock at 9:20.
I think they're going to keep it in C.J. Williams' hand here.
Or give to Malachi. CJ did keep it himself. It immediately was snuffed out. And unfortunately for the Wildcats, that is a turnover on downs, Ryan. Hallsville did a great job of sniffing that out.
They sniffed that one out from the beginning, Tyler. Nowhere to run. C.J. Williams stuck right at the, I wouldn't even say at the line of scrimmage. I think it was less than the line of scrimmage, but big stop for the Bobcats there.
Absolutely. Again, the Wildcats offense has been solid. You've gotten past the 50, I believe, every single drive so far.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. We are moving the ball. We took 3 minutes off the clock there. 9 minutes left in this first half. We've got to figure out how to stop the Bobcats offense.
Absolutely. Whether it takes a turnover, whatever it takes, got to find a way. And a solid gain of about 5 or 6 there on 1st down.
It's just too many yards on 1st down. That makes the play caller's job a lot easier. 2nd and short is way more fortuitous than 2nd and 10.
Oh, absolutely. Now quick pass out to Miller, and there's Austin Cheney with some help from
Big
Ty
play by
Bobby.
Austin Cheney there. Sniff that out. Good pass, good catch by the Hallsville offense, but Austin Cheney on the tackle. And now I'm okay with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I want to point out that was junior Austin Cheney on the initial wrap-up, and then sophomore Ty Bobby helping him out there.
There you go. A lot of young contribution. Good to have Austin Cheney back.
Absolutely. 3rd and about 4 or 5 here, Ryan.
Quarterback
keep himself, and he's got a lot of room. Huge gain all the way inside the 40. It is.
The QB keep is working.
I got to say, man, one, again, some great play calling here tonight, but, man, they sure do have a lot of options.
Yeah, anytime that you got a quarterback that can move like that, it really opens up the playbook. I know we're at a high school football game, but look at the Buffalo Bills last night.
Yeah.
You've got Josh Allen, who's obviously a great quarterback. He's also the leading rusher for the Buffalo Bills. It just kind of opens up the playbook.
Right. Another quick pass out to Miller. That one incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 37. 21-7, 7:47 left here in this first half, Ryan. I got to point out again, having a scoreboard with instant replay and everything is about as cool as it gets.
No question.
About as cool as it gets. So, you know, you're just talking about too many yards on first down. Now you've got a second and 10.
Second and 10 is where you want to be.
See what they do here on second and 10. Rolling out. Looking to make something happen. Going to keep it himself. And there he goes. Going to force a third and pretty long. And that was Braden Morris, senior linebacker, able to get him out of bounds. You know, we credit a lot of the senior leadership, but that kid is as good as any of the men. Braden Morris. Could be third and about 8. 7:41 left in the first half. And again, you know, depending on what happens here, stop would be huge, but it would probably be 4-down territory for Hallsville, you think? Again, depending.
It just depends. It just depends.
Currently at the 35.
Press coverage down low. See if Riley Hammonds gives some safety help.
That's going to be a flag.
It's actually a false start. I didn't know if it was going to be delay a game or false start. I wouldn't look into the play clock.
That's huge, man. What would have been a 3rd and 8, now going to be a 3rd and 13.
Again, I talked about, you know, putting the offensive coordinator in a good situation to call a confident play. And right here, no offensive coordinator wants to call from 3rd and 13.
Right.
Just makes it tough.
3rd and 13 from the 40. We'll see how Hallsville responds. Obviously looking for a pass here. Some great pressure from the Wildcats defense. He's staying alive. He's just going to throw this one out of bounds. It's
good move
play
by the Hallsville quarterback there. Way to turn not to turn a bad situation into a worse one, but great pursuit by the Blue Barrage there, and gonna get a turnover on 4 downs. Not a turnover. It's gonna get to 4th down. Excuse me.
No, that is huge. That could have been a huge loss. And again, man, we keep talking about how talented this kid is, but man, he is very good.
It does look right now. They're looking like they're gonna go for it.
4th and 13 is the situation.
I'm thinking we're gonna get a little quarterback pooch punt, but
yeah. Or, you know, maybe. All right, it's going to be our first timeout of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after some words from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Logan Vaughn, and I met Daniel around 6 years ago when I was in the hospitality business. I hate to admit it, but I was one of those buy one, get 17 free bargain warehouse suit buyers. I had a member in this private club that I was running introduce me to Daniel, and he convinced me to order a shirt. I remember his words. He said, "You'll never want to wear an off-the-rack shirt ever again." And I'm not gonna lie, he was right. Daniel's attention to detail, knowledge of style, and his personal recommendations for me over the last 6 years have set him completely apart. If you've ever walked into a brick and mortar men's clothing store, you understand the frustration. I needed someone well-versed in style, reliable, good at what they do, someone to guide me along the process. Dressing for success in the business world is and will always be part of the equation, and people like me need guidance. That's where Daniel comes in.
And Ryan, we're back, 4th and 13 from the 40. Again, they're going for it. He's got Miller. Riley Hammonds tries to make a play there, but Miller, great catch, and that's a huge first down on 4th and 13.
I'm pretty surprised they actually went for it there. Obviously, you know, they felt confident about it, and they delivered a great ball over the middle, and man, that's pretty demoralizing for the Cats defense.
It's huge. We knew that.
You think you get them on 4th down, you're going to punt the ball away, great stop. First down Bobcats, that's tough.
It is. 7 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half, and there is a give on 1st and 10.
There we go.
Oh, and the ball's out, Ryan.
Cats got it.
I think the Wildcats have it. They do.
Oh, baby.
Ryan, that is huge. They made it all the way down into the 20.
Demoralized no more.
Yeah, you're right. Way to bounce right back from. That is huge.
Way to respond. 4th and 13 conversion. You could shrug your shoulders, let that drive get away from you, but somebody came in with, obviously maybe they put a helmet on the ball there. Ball popped up pretty high.
Right.
But great job recovering that thing in bounds.
6 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first half. Wildcats trailing 21-7, but a chance to go make it a one-score game. Ryan,
That's big,
close.
Tyler.
It is. It's
First
huge.
time we've stopped the Bobcats tonight.
It is. And I said it might take a turnover. Give to Malachi on the first play. Was that, I've told you I have some psychic abilities. Was that, do we count that?
On the turnover call?
Yeah, when that drive set started, I said it might take a turnover to get your stop.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
I'll give it to you.
I feel like you're being generous, but I appreciate it. 2nd and 10. After Malachi not quite able to get anything going there, and now CJ going to be back in the backfield. That makes Skylar Lewis, Jackson Hare, and Cooper Faircloth, your 3 receivers out there. 2nd and 10, and it is a give to CJ. CJ able to pick up a few there. It's going to make 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. What are you thinking here?
Man, you know, I tend to like things going over the middle when you need 7 or 8 yards.
Maybe
some rollout. Maybe some rollout action. The beauty of rolling out is, you know, if things aren't looking good, you have the option to run it, and obviously Brady Driver can do that at a high level.
Very true. Calling it 3rd and 7 here.
Single coverage up top to Jackson Hare. Doesn't look like there's going to be any safety help. Might go towards him.
And it looks like
we're going to get the rollout.
Brady finds Matt Mitchell. Matt Mitchell with the catch. Now he is going to be just a bit short, I think. But it is a great pass, great catch. Out to Matt Mitchell.
Can get a measurement here. If I'm the Sulphur Springs coach, okay, yeah.
First down.
I was going to say, if I was the Sulphur Springs coaching staff, I'm demanding a measurement there, because if I don't have to go 4 on 4th, I don't want to.
Absolutely. Now that is huge. First down on what was 3rd and 7. Getting a little rollout pass out to Matt Mitchell.
Great hands there by Matt Mitchell. Our little Swiss Army knife.
Absolutely. Puts them on the 36. Looking for another pass. He's looking for Skylar Lewis. That's tough. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
Left it a little short there. Skylar Lewis did a good job at playing some defense.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing you can do in that situation is, like you're saying, play some defense.
Absolutely. Yeah, a little short on that one, but I do like the aggression. You know, first down, take a shot. I'm always for that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to tell y'all, 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in this first half. Usually, you know, the halftime show starts, we go to commercial break, then we talk, then we see our band, but obviously being on the road, our band will most likely, you know, play first and everything. So if that's the case, sit tight and watch that Wildcat band. 2nd and 10. Pass out to Jackson Hare, but that is behind the line of scrimmage, and he is taken down. That is tough. It's going to make for a 3rd and 15.
That's tough. You know, you could go QB draw here. You could go, you know what we haven't seen tonight?
That delayed counter?
Malachi delayed handoff.
Yeah.
I don't hate that play here.
We have made it all the way to 4:20 left in the half, and we haven't seen that play yet. I do. That is my favorite play. I love it.
Malachi is going to be in the slot. We're going to have an empty set here. Wouldn't be surprised if he motions back to the backfield.
3rd and 15. Again, out to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare again with the catch, trying to make something happen.
There's nothing there, Tyler.
He danced as much as he could, but
I'm going to let this play clock run down as far as you can. Obviously, this is a punting situation, but drain that play clock. Give Hallsville as little of time as they can have.
Yeah, I agree. Don't help them out any with
the focus here is to not give up any points going into halftime.
100%.
21-7, very manageable. But you don't want 28-7. 21 points is a lot.
It is.
But 21-7 is very manageable.
Exactly 3:30 left in this half.
I wouldn't be surprised if they let it go all the way down and then they call timeout.
I was about to ask, would you almost take the delay?
Well, you don't need the timeouts at this point. Probably not going to get the ball back.
No, I 100% agree with you, Ryan. Get the snap off with just 3 seconds. Brady with the punt. Depending on how they bounce, that could be huge. Breaking the first tackle, Ryan.
Good cleanup action.
Absolutely.
You get worried when you have a broken tackle on a punt return, the problem is people see that he's wrapped up, then they change their lane, and then all of a sudden there's a big hole for the returner. But great cleanup job by the Sulphur Springs cover team.
Brian, it's cooled down a bit here. It's feeling really nice. Anybody need help cooling things down, give our friends Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service a call. Locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Give them a call at 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. 3:03 left in the half.
Man, the goal here is just giving up no points. I know it sounds simple, but I think a defensive stop here going into the half, that's a good confidence builder that we can handle it in the second half.
Absolutely. Putting it on the ground to start this drive. That's a huge run. And he's got the first down, Ryan.
That's going to be his first rush of the game, I believe, and a big one at that.
Absolutely. What a way to make your mark on this game.
Right.
Hell of an introduction. Clock's still rolling down to 2:50, but of course, if you're Hallsville and you got a huge first down to start the drive, you're rolling.
Now, offensively, you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, 2:40, ball at the 45-yard line going in.
And a pair of timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, time is fine here.
Again, 1st and 10, keep it in himself. Try to get to the outside. Riley Hammond's knocking him out of bounds. But
man, if he beats you to the corner, he is deadly.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is deadly.
Absolutely. And is it going to be another first down? Yes, it is.
It's 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Yep, all the way up to the 45. You started with 3:03. It's 2:27.
Very efficient.
They go quickly.
Very efficient.
Again, at this point, might take another turnover or something. Who knows? Again, keeping it himself. Craig Morris trying to make the tackle. Riley Hammond's trying. Still going. Then it's going to be Cameron Jefferson who helps bring him down.
We've got a helmet off. We've got a flag on the field. Normally, if there's a helmet off, it actually doesn't have to come off since it's going to be a penalty. If your helmet comes off due to a penalty, you don't have to sit a play. Usually the guy with this helmet off, it's usually the other team's infraction.
Right.
What's weird is it was way on this side. The ball was going that way. I don't know what happened.
Take a listen in real quick if we can.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense, number 16.
That's going to tack on 15 yards and put the Bobcats in really great field position with 2:15 to play in this half.
They're just still going and going. Took them all the way to the 23? That is big. Clock now rolling, 2:10 left in the first half. Bobcats obviously leading, 21-7. Keeping it himself out to Miller. Miller with the catch. Wildcats able to bring them down before the first down, but man, we knew they had a great connection, those two, coming into this game, and they have proved that they do.
Yeah, 6-17 has definitely been a good one for the Bobcats tonight.
1:45 left. And now that is going to be enough for a first down, Ron. Up to the 13. 1:35. Again, QB keeping it himself. He gets inside the 10 for the Wildcats. Bring him down. And he's still trying to go though, Ryan. Finally, there's the whistle. Thought I heard it already, but finally. 1:15 left on this clock. And again, the Wildcat band will be playing first this time, ladies and gentlemen. So Ryan and I are going to get out of the way, let y'all watch and listen to that. And then, of course, Ryan and I will be back, to talk about what we saw in the first half. I know a lot of y'all watching out there are very excited for this Wildcat band. 2nd and 4, 55 seconds left. And again, a nice little game. Let's see where they spot that. Maybe just a bit short. No,
it's going to be first and goal.
First and goal from about the 4, I guess. It is a give, and they're able to wrap them up on it.
At some point, Hallsville's going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, there's just 28 seconds left, and there
it is.
That timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a quick timeout. We will be right back. We are back, Ryan. 28 seconds left in this half. Second and goal from the 4. Hallsville just with the one more timeout, so interested to see how they approach this.
Well, with a timeout, you've got your full playbook. If they want to run it here, they still have that option.
He's dropping back for a pass. He's looking. He might have to keep it himself. Wildcats trying to get to him back there. He's still rolling, staying up. Still on his feet, Ryan, but finally brought down at about the 5.
They're going to have to use the
and going to have to use the timeout.
Yeah. That really not ideal. Not ideal if you're Hallsville there. I think that was a 15-second play.
Yeah, used a lot of time, and of course, would have been huge if he could have gotten out of bounds. Ryan, here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give Josh a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. Also, again, I want to thank everybody for watching our live stream here tonight. Another live stream that you can check out this weekend is from the Wade Bible Church. They want to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. Like I said, the live stream you can catch is at 10:45. Come find a place to belong at the Wade Bible Church. Find that live stream at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. 13 seconds left, Ryan, and it is 3rd and goal from the 4. And the snap. He's rolling out. He's looking. A pass across his body, Ryan, and it is incomplete. So that makes it 4th and goal from the 4 with 7 seconds.
They are going to kick it. Now that's a pretty big goal line stand.
It is
for the Cats.
You know, you had mentioned you don't want to go down 21. Now you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'd say that's a win for the Cats.
Absolutely.
Probably going to give up 3 here, but when they got down inside the 5, I thought for sure that Hallsville was going to punch it in. But that's, the Blue Barrage comes up big again.
No, that is huge. It's a difference in 4 points. The difference in 4 points. So that's going to make it 24-7. There's just 3 seconds left in this half. And again, the Wildcat band will be playing first, so don't go anywhere. Ryan and I will get out of the way so y'all can watch and listen. Ryan, here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-thru services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs or give them a call at 903-885-2187. And I know Wildcats hungry for a win here tonight. Me and myself, I'm just kind of hungry, Ryan. Might have to give our friends at Chick-fil-A a call. Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor, no matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy. There's something for everybody. Delivering and catering available for all you hungry cats out there. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. They look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats. Again, just 3 seconds left here in this half.
I would think that Hallsville would probably just maybe put this one on the ground or pooch it up. You'd hate to have a big return.
Yeah. I was literally about to ask, a lot of teams do like to do kind of like a squib type of a kick or something in this situation.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly what they're going to do. It is returned by Austin Cheney. He's wrapped up, and that is going to do it for the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, the Wildcat Band will be hitting the field in any second, so stay tuned. And then after that, Ryan and I will come back. We'll give all of our thoughts on the first half. I want to mention our halftime show is brought to you by Brian Tolliver Ford. At Brian Tolliver Ford of Sulphur Springs, they understand that your time is valuable. That's why they provide options to make your next purchase or lease more convenient. Visit BrianTolliverFord.net to see how you can make your next purchase from home. There's a number of reasons to choose Brian Tolliver Ford, including money-back guarantee, exceptional customer service, trade-in appraisal, and online purchase. Visit them on Gilmer Street in Sulphur Springs or give them a call at 903-459-5031. Brian, that's going to do it from you and I for a minute. We're going to take it over to the Wildcat Band, and we'll be back.
Hi, my name is Logan Vaughn, and I met Daniel around 6 years ago when I was in the hospitality business. I hate to admit it, but I was one of those buy one, get 17 free bargain warehouse suit buyers. I had a member in this private club that I was running introduce me to Daniel, and he convinced me to order a shirt. I remember his words. He said, "You'll never want to wear an off-the-rack shirt ever again." And I'm not gonna lie, he was right. Daniel's attention to detail, knowledge of style, and his personal recommendations for me over the last 6 years have set him apart.
Strike up the band.
Join the Blazers as they take you on a journey under the sea. Wildcat Band would like to recognize this week's section of the week and Spirit Stick recipient, the Color Guard section. And this week's band members of the week are Evelyn Garcia and Brooks Virgin. Tonight, the Wildcat Band invites you to come fly with us as we continue to take flight on another exciting season.
Preconceived notions about them are wrong. What if we don't have to be afraid? What if we could fly with them?
Elizabeth Bilecki, Cody Brown, Brittany Robinette, Zachary Griffin, Steve Proctor, Connor Dawes, and Piper Cotton. Tonight's soloists were Catherine Starzik, Kate Hurley, and Lainey Bankston. This is the voice of Wildcat Band saying, Go Wildcats!
Brian Brown, please report to the bottom of the stands, please. Brian Brown, please report to the bottom of the stands.
And it's about to get super busy. Are you tired and stressed? Do you need to get into a healthier routine? Let me help you. The FitWit meal planning program helps give your body the fuel it needs to live a healthier life during these busy times while helping achieve fitness goals and save money. It also fixes the confusion of, what should I eat? Let me help you find that better, healthier routine and to start feeling good about yourself so you can focus on what matters most. Follow FitWit on Facebook and Instagram and message me today to begin your journey.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? You are not alone. Thousands of others are seeing this. In fact, in the last 90 days, our clients' content has been viewed over 1 million times. Things just like this.
I just wanna see the light.
Social media marketing works, and I can help show you how. I'm Mandy with Chad's Media. Call me today and let's share your message with everyone.
I just wanna see the light.
My name is Deonche Pruitt, and in 2019, I was rear-ended by a driver that failed to pay attention and control their speed. I was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. I had extreme pain in my lower and upper back, and the pain in my neck radiated down my right arm. I reached out to Roper & White because of their client-first reputation. All of my medical bills were paid and also received additional compensation for the pain and future care that I might need. Roper & White made the difference, and I'm grateful for them. Luckily, I called Roper & White.
Mitchell Vaughn. I'm from Greenville, Texas. I'm a military veteran. I served from 1965 through 1968. Tour in Korea. Last year I was a victim of a hit and run. I was transported to the hospital and have had to go through treatment. The medical bills started piling up. I reached out to Roper and White because of their compassionate reputation. They understand the human aspect of all of this, and it's not just a case to them. Roper and White were able to recoup all expenses. I am so grateful I chose Roper and White.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
Hi, my name is Logan Vaughn, and I met Daniel around 6 years ago when I was in the hospitality business. I hate to admit it, but I was one of those buy one, get 17 free bargain warehouse suit buyers. I had a member in this private club that I was running introduce me to Daniel, and he convinced me to order a shirt. I remember his words. He said, "You'll never want to wear an off-the-rack shirt ever again." And I'm not gonna lie, he was right. Daniel's attention to detail, knowledge of style, and his personal recommendations for me over the last 6 years have set him completely apart. If you've ever walked into a brick and mortar men's clothing store, you understand the frustration. I needed someone well-versed in style, reliable, good at what they do, someone to guide me along the process. Dressing for success in the business world is and will always be part of the equation, and people like me need guidance. That's where Daniel comes in. He's my haberdasher for life.
It's back to school time and it's about to get super busy. Are you tired and stressed? Do you need to get into a healthier routine? Let me help you. The FitWit meal planning program helps give your body the fuel it needs to live a healthier life during these busy times while helping achieve fitness goals and save money. It also fixes the confusion of, what should I eat? Let me help you find that better, healthier routine and to start feeling good about yourself so you can focus on what matters most. Follow FitWit on Facebook and Instagram and message me today to begin your journey.
And Brian, we are back halftime here at Sulphur Springs Wildcats and the Hallsville Bobcats. First time we've seen the Wildcats play from behind.
Yeah, you know, and along with playing on the road, this is a great learning opportunity. How do we respond going into the half down? I thought that it showed a lot of heart that they were able to get out of that last drive without giving up 7 points. Hallsville was able to kick a field goal, so this is a 17-point ball game, so the Cats have got some work to do.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned holding them to the field goal on that last drive. We also saw them get the turnover on the drive before. So, you know, one, Hallsville has just an incredible offense. They really do. But we said that we thought the defense would make adjustments along the way, and we've seen them do that.
Yeah, and they're going to have to. I mean, that quarterback, you know, for Hallsville he's an impact player. He does a lot of really great things on his feet. He's not making mistakes tonight, and Sulphur Springs is going to have to figure out how do we put him in a position where he feels like, oh, you know, I need to do too much, and that's where you get an interception. Or, you know, like last week I thought with Mount Pleasant, there were times where that quarterback did good things, good second chance efforts, but Sulphur Springs kind of put pressure on him, and he made some mistakes, and that's what it's going to take for us to come back against Hallsville.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned we did see the, as you like to call them, the blue barrage. They did a handful of times, you know, get into the backfield, and it looked like, oh, they've got a sack here, but he's just an incredibly talented kid who was able to stay on his feet, and a lot of time, not only prevent something bad from happening, but would make something great happen.
Yeah, no question. Defensively, I think they're giving great effort. They are getting to the quarterback at times, like you mentioned, but just got to continue to play, continue to fly around, and when you do those things, good things happen.
Absolutely. Now, if it's cool, I'd like to talk about the offense a little bit. Only 7 points on the board right now, but they've gotten into opposing territory, I believe, every single drive. There may have been one that they didn't, but they've been getting into opposing territory pretty much every time they get the ball.
Yeah, they just gotta, when they get across that 50, they gotta keep moving forward, keep punching it in. We are getting some good chunk plays. There's been some completed passes over the middle. CJ Williams is having a lot of success with short passes and even running the ball. I'd love to see Brady Driver have some success on the ground. I think the first 2 weeks that's been a big part of our offense. So it'd be great to see that rolling. Malachi, it's always good to get him rolling.
That's tough. In a situation where you're down this much, is it tough to continue to run?
At what point do you have to abandon the run? Obviously time is no problem right this second, but it is a 17-point lead, and so there's got to be a little pep in your step, a little sense of urgency. But I don't think you get away from your base stuff yet. Or even in the third quarter. I mean, there's plenty of time.
Right, and I don't know, you may have mentioned this on air already, or this may have been a conversation we had right before we came back live, but you do get the ball to start the half.
Yep.
You could, if you went down and scored, it's a 10-point game. It's a 2-score game.
No question, and I always preach about starting fast and starting good, just going in the right direction and getting points right out of the half will do just that and make this 17 down to a 10-point ball game. All of a sudden, okay, we're fine. We're back in this thing. Let's go get a stop. Let's go make it a 3-point game. But what the Cats can't do here is they're not going to get 17 points on this first drive. It's not possible. So they just got to chip away, make good decisions with the ball. Put together a whole drive and put it in the end zone.
How much do you buy into the idea of, Hallsville came out very hot, and of course, not just into this game, but the season in general, and it is homecoming, they get off to this great start. They've kind of calmed down, it's halftime, they've had to sit in the locker room. If you were to come out and score first, do you think maybe the momentum starts coming your way a little bit? Or
yeah, Hallsville's had a pretty flawless night thus far offensively. I say flawless. I feel like 24 points in the first half is good. But obviously, Sulphur Springs, their main focus here is to put points on the board the first time they come out. How do we put Brady Driver in a position to lead this team down the field? How do we get the ball in CJ Williams' hands? How do we get Skylar? How do we get Skylar involved? How do we get Jackson Hare involved? All these guys, all these different spots on that offense. How do we get them involved? How do we put a drive together? And how do we cut this lead down?
Absolutely. To that point, you mentioned 24 points in the first half is great. A team that averages like 45 points per game, we're seeing how they do it every week. They're on pace to do it again.
No question. And we talked about it. We thought that, okay, this is an offense that's going to be able to score points. We thought, what defense can make the most stops is going to be the team that is going to win this ball game. And thus far, that's Hallsville. I think that you hit the nail right on the head. Sulphur Springs, they're not having no success on offense. They're moving it across the 50. We just got to punch it in. And that's this second half here. Big keys, my humps, over the hump, keys to success, halftime. You're not going to get 17 points on one drive. We got to chip away. We got to be smart with the ball. And when we go score right out of the gates right here, we got to figure out how to put a stop together.
I like that. So that is how we get over the hump. That is our halftime.
Right.
How we get over the hump.
I won't take credit for that. Tyler actually used that in a conversation one time, and I went, "All right, that's pretty catchy."
You're usually
Tyler,
the one
Tyler's
that comes
witty.
up with the catchy stuff.
No, Tyler's witty. So now I think that you are writing all of the wonderful ads that you've been reading, because that was witty.
I do want to say real quick, and not that we're at this point in the game by any means. Like you said, if you were to come out and score, you're only down 10. But we mentioned that this is an opportunity for them to learn how to play from behind. I think you could walk out of this game not necessarily getting the win, but it's still filled. If you were to have a great second half, even if you came up a bit short, that would still be huge.
First road game. First time they've been losing all season, to my knowledge. Is that correct?
No,
I think it's the first time they've been behind all year. A lot of learning moments we can take from this. Obviously, we want to win every time we come out. You can't win them all unless you win the first three. But you can certainly You can certainly gain a lot from tonight as we get closer to district.
Absolutely. Now, we have just a couple minutes here before they resume play, but I want to mention a couple of guys that we either didn't have so far this year or weren't 100%. CJ Williams and Austin Cheney, they both looked really good tonight.
Absolutely. Obviously, CJ Williams is probably the biggest impact player on that offense, and Austin Cheney has already made his presence felt tonight. I know he's on a limited snap count, but I've seen him be on multiple tackles tonight. And I would say Hallsville's success. They had the big play in the air, had the screen pass, but they're really just running the ball. I mean, it's plain and simple. They're running the ball.
They're so tough to stop because one, you know how good of a passer he is, and two, even when it's on the ground, is he keeping it himself? Is he handing it off? They have success either way. I mean, it's a lot of options for that coaching staff and the play callers.
No question.
Ryan, we have less than a minute here. I'm ready to get the second half started. Wildcats can get the ball, so I'm excited.
Tyler, how about this little sideline cam we've got rocking tonight?
I am liking the Corey cam. Again, we can't mention enough here when you're watching the games. It might just be Ryan and myself that you see, but it's a huge. It's more than just us. Big shout out to everyone involved.
This looks like the 4K Fox camera that you see on Sundays. I'm digging this.
It does. Like I said, everyone here, Tanner Croft, Chad, shout out to Abby Tips, shout out to Corey Hankins. We're all putting in work here tonight, man.
And in her junior and senior year, she was roommate.
So we'll say only 5 seconds left on that clock. Probably going to be more than 5 seconds.
With her biggest accomplishment being named valedictorian in 2002.
You see the man himself, Riley Hammonds, the senior leader. He seems to be getting everyone fired up down there. Something he always does.
In 2006 with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Catherine attended Purdue University.
We've got the Ring of Honor, or whatever they call it, in Hallsville going on. Looks like 5 or 6 new inductees.
Yeah, and Sulphur Springs will be having theirs here in the near future.
Yep.
Very excited for that. And of course, our own homecoming game here in a couple of weeks. We've got, again, on the road next week. And that'll be
Van Alstyne.
Yep. I think that's a great chance.
I wonder if Sulphur Springs has ever played Van Alstyne.
So,
I've never played Van Alstyne.
As the local sports writer here, not only do we do this at Chad's Media, but of course for Front Porch News, write as well. And I go back and try to find those types of things. And within at least the last decade, I was not able to find a matchup of theirs. So I like when you get some of that, just teams you haven't seen.
Well, that's going to happen moving down a class, and obviously you're going to play some new teams. I don't ever remember Sulphur Springs playing Maybank or Community. So obviously Hallsville, Mount Pleasant, those guys are common opponents, but it is weird, especially for me, a guy that played those his entire career. It's weird not having those schools in our district.
Right. Playing them in non-district games is
I know, that is
wild.
weird. That is weird.
It's funny though because they still, this one, Mount Pleasant, they still feel kind of like rivalries.
Oh, exactly. Well, it's certainly a rivalry for me. I feel that way for sure.
That was fair enough.
Talking to Tyreek, Coach Rollison last week, he said he's still got those feelings towards Mount Pleasant. It's a rivalry, no matter if it's district or not.
And I believe Coach Keenan Clayton vocalized that as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think he feels the same way. I do love, especially on homecoming, you're inducting your past athletes into your Hall of Fame. That's always fun to be a part of.
Oh yeah.
We mentioned Tyreek a second ago. He was inducted not too long ago.
Last year, I believe. I think Colby Suggs from that state championship team is getting inducted this year.
You dropping some news on us?
No, it's already announced. Yeah, Colby Suggs.
The man was a baller.
Oh yeah, great football player, even better baseball player.
Yep.
Played at Arkansas.
Was part of the Omahogs.
The Omahogs, yep, that's
correct. One of the coolest college team names ever, the Omahogs.
Yep.
And was in the Marlins system. He's currently the bullpen coach for the Minnesota Twins. He got promoted recently. Their pitching coach either left or was
like a
fired.
pretty good gig.
That seems like an amazing. Yeah.
I would say bullpen coach or bullpen catcher. Two gigs that you'd love to have.
I think I'd rather be the bullpen coach. Maybe not be the one doing the catching of the 100 mile per hour.
Well, that's a lot of squatting too.
It is, especially with those relievers, dude. That's a lot of 100 mile per hour.
Oh yeah.
These longer halftimes, how much does that affect you as a player at all? And could it be good or bad? You know, you have a few extra minutes maybe to catch your breath to get ready?
You know, at this point, you know, they've been standing on the sidelines for a long time now, as our camera's showing. You're getting a little antsy. Obviously, they're ready to roll, but longer halftime.
Do you think the coaches use that for any extra time I have to talk with you?
Yeah. You know what's funny is the higher you go up and play, the shorter halftime gets. High school halftime, man, it's long. College was much shorter, and I know NFL watching that, it's like, oh man,
Right, you get up, you're like, all right, it's halftime. I have time to go do whatever I need to do.
Which I'm not complaining.
And somehow you've missed time. It's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's complaining about that at all. We've got some really fun weekend of games this weekend, man. Tomorrow, a lot of college football games. I know you're a Texas fan.
Texas versus Bama.
Bama.
I don't have a lot of high hopes for that one, but I bet it might surprise some people. And no, I'm not saying we're going to get a Texas win, but I'd be willing to bet that it's closer than people are giving it.
People are putting it at like a 20-point game.
20-point game? I'll take the under on that.
That seems like a lot. That is a lot of points. And then, of course, we have the NFL this weekend. We got a second. Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys, man. Ooh, what an opportunity against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. That was our opening game last year. Should have had it on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs. But got them in Jerry World this time. Sunday Night Football. Bucs have multiple starting offensive linemen out. And in a shocker here, I'll take the Cowboys.
Dude, is it just me, or does it feel like they open the year on Sunday Night Football every single year?
I wonder why, Tyler. It's America's team, brother.
They might just be America's team.
No, there's no might be about it.
Who even would be the second? The Patriots, maybe? Of our lifetime,
Tom Brady.
maybe. Yeah.
It's Tom Brady.
It's just
who they're playing.
You're right. It was the Patriots.
NFL, this ain't their first rodeo.
You're right. Never mind. I don't want to get booed on our own broadcast. I won't say anything. I'll save that for the podcast. You know how I am as a fan. That one's supposed to be pretty close.
Don't say anything smart here. I'm bringing up LSU and what happened in that debacle.
Whoa. I'm already getting killed in the chats. Jordan Owens let me have it. Shout out to Over Jordan. Thank y'all so much for everyone who's watching. As always, we really do appreciate it. Oh, being active in the chat and everything. Hopefully, we're bringing on a good broadcast, and hopefully, we've got a great second half on the way for you.
Look at that shot, Tyler.
I love that camera
That's awesome.
so much.
I'm telling you, I feel like I'm watching 3 o'clock games on Fox.
That's exactly what it feels
That's what I feel like right now.
You can't beat that.
I've already eaten half of my pizza. Sunday's dwindling down. Well, this Sunday, I got to get my mind right, because Sunday Night Football is my big time of the day for my Cowboys. But
I was gonna say, you mentioned Sundays, your pizza's half gone. If it's a Saturday, you don't even have to leave your couch. You can get Chick-fil-A delivered to your couch, Ryan. Hopefully someone out there tonight is doing that. Watching the game, have
now, it can't be on Sunday. It can't be on Sunday.
Right, that's
no
the
delivery on Sunday. They only do deliveries 6 days a week.
That's the Saturdays. You know what, Ryan? You're talking me into it. I might be feeling a Cowboys win. I might be feeling it.
And you better believe it, because it's going to happen.
I do believe it.
I put my stamp of
now, the
approval
one
on
I'm
that.
very excited for obvious reasons, week 2. Cows, Beagles? That just sounds,
that's the Tyler Lennon Bowl.
Yeah, it's as cool as it gets. You can't beat that. Cows, Beagles, how we feel about that?
Listen, I'm 1 week at a time. Right? Let me focus on the Buccaneers, and then we'll get to the Bengals. But yeah, Tyler, it's that time of year, man, where we get to enjoy football not only on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I mean, it's man, it makes the week go so fast.
You just got to get past those 2 days.
Tuesday and Wednesday are the dark days of the week.
Sold.
But
and then
I'm
soon,
good with
basketball will be back.
5.
That'll give you something to do. There's still baseball going on.
Basketball does not start until football's over.
That's fair.
And they might be halfway through the NBA season, but the NBA doesn't start until the playoffs, and you know it.
Me being the baseball guy, I should have been like, hey, there's baseball to watch, but playoff baseball coming up, though.
Not for the Rangers, unfortunately. I miss the good old days when the Rangers were.
I do too.
Were in the playoffs. We got spoiled two good years in a row, and then I moved down to near Houston. My last couple years for college, and man, so much Astro stuff.
It's a bummer.
I hate it.
It's a bummer. So,
I hate it.
Before I went to Henderson State to play baseball, I played at Galveston. Man, it was
yeah.
rough. It was a lot of Houston. What can you do about it?
Awful long halftime tonight, Tyler.
Very much. I know I mentioned this already, but I dig the gray Hallsville jerseys.
Oh, me too.
Anytime
me
you
too.
can get gray or a black,
Great,
I like
great
those.
weather tonight, Tyler.
It really is.
Very,
man.
very comfortable setting.
It really is.
Especially being outside.
Like we've mentioned, we're used to being in our little cozy box. We're outside here tonight.
70-degree air conditioned.
It's a great night to be outside.
Fridge stocked full of whatever goodies we want.
And I will say again, for those of you watching at home, another road game next week. If you can't make it, of course, go support your Wildcats in person and then watch us on the replay. But for those of you that can't make it, we'll be right here, ready to go again.
The Sulphur Springs crowd filled up a little better.
Yeah, it did.
Now this is a far drive, I get it, but
having the band out there helps a lot.
I want to say that as we progress in the district, we do get a bigger away following.
Yeah, and I believe this is one of, if not the furthest drive we made this year.
It absolutely is. Tyler, my district, man, we had some drives. Marshall is a long drive. Falls was a long drive. Texarkana is a long drive. Longview, Pine Tree. That's tough.
That was very much like the district last year, and us covering the games. You're making that same drive just over and over and over again, just different weeks.
Yeah.
It was Longview. It was Pine Tree.
Now,
it was Hallsville.
So for basketball,
Marshall. Yeah,
the basketball, baseball district,
softball,
yeah. It's weird that they have the big school, small school stuff now.
It is.
You know, they're 5A, 4A, 3A. Everything is separated. Before the playoffs, back in the day, it used to be when you went to the playoffs, 2 schools went to big school, 2 schools went to small school.
Never forget the year we won state.
Correct.
You had 2 teams from that district.
2 teams from, So that's something that I bet people don't realize. Sulphur Springs actually won state championship in 2008, but they did not win the district title.
That is
did not win the district title.
It's Longview, right?
Longview, yep. That's correct.
Now they also went to state.
They
Did
lost,
they win
though. No, they lost.
Gotcha.
Last time they had a crazy long state championship drought, but that was snapped by Haynes King his junior season, I believe. Now he's the starting quarterback at Texas A&M.
Shout out Haynes King.
Yep.
Dude, I remember he was one of those guys. The older I get, I'm not quite as into, now that we're doing this, I'm a lot more interested, but I used to be super into recruiting, kept up with all the high school kids. But I remember, granted, I have a lot of Aggie friends in my life. Shout out to Alex. I know you're out there watching, but we were keeping up with him. Like, I was watching his high school games and stuff, and he was a ball.
Oh yeah, A&M had quite the recruiting class this last year, highest rated of all time. Oh yeah. But the A&Ms in the world and the Texases of the world, none of that really counts for anything unless you do something with it.
That is understandable. LSU's in that same boat, and look where they're at. So.
Well, LSU did win a national championship in 2019. I would say that counts.
That's true. I can't be complaining too much, but I know we already mentioned, but I'm excited for tomorrow. 11 a.m. though, it's always tough. Bama, Texas being at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. kickoff. Yep,
but
that's
you
right.
Get to, if you sleep in a little bit on Saturday.
That was always an early morning playing at 11 a.m.
because us through that.
Well, so our routine was always pregame meal, and it didn't matter
what time the game was.
It didn't matter. It was 4 hours. 4 hours before the game. So in 11 a.m. sense, it would be in your seat for breakfast before 7 a.m. After that, I had to get an IV. Very, very, very crampy. So get an IV, get taped up, kind of walk around, do your pregame routine, and that would start 4 hours before the game. That's how we did it.
Sun's not even up yet, and you're like, all right, got some football to play.
Yep.
Ready to play some football.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it looks like we're going to hit the field here, so I guess we should turn around and get ready for some football.
2022 and 2023 Bobcats that have represented our school community with pride, integrity, and success as they have made a difference in our world.
I don't know if anyone's counting, but that was quite possibly the longest I've saw of all time. Ryan, last week you did a great job of updating us with some scores around East Texas. What you got for me this week, man?
I'll let the horn kind of quiet down.
That was bad timing.
All at the half, we've got Commerce is up 35-21. Anna is up 41-8.
Wow.
Terrell 14-7 over Kaufman. Liberty Ilu in a close one, 14-6 over Mount Pleasant. Gilmer is up 34-0 over Paris.
I want to give a big shout out, if I can, to Gilmer very quickly, my older cousin and a former Sulphur Springs Wildcat, one of the best baseball players to come from Sulphur Springs, and up until Chase Jackson, he led in all the wide receiver categories. Josh Riley, he coaches at Gilmer now, so shout out to them. Ryan, we are finally ready to get this second half started again. Big shout out to Brian Tolliver Ford for helping us get through the halftime show. I know I told y'all earlier, but give them a call, 903-459-5031. 24-7, and there are 24 minutes left in this game, Ryan. And here we go. And a boot to get started.
Hallsville kicker's got a big leg on him.
He does.
You don't see a lot of touchbacks in high school.
Yeah, I wonder, granted you couldn't do that, there's way too many teams, way too many classifications,
you really don't.
But I'm just curious what like the percentage would even be.
Well, I mean, there are kickoff specialists that go Division I solely for that.
That's fair.
I mean, with no roster limits in a college roster, I mean, it's okay to carry a guy that just boots it to the end zone.
That's very
big.
true. All right,
here we go,
first
Tyler.
play from scrimmage for
Let's
the
go
second
get some
half.
points.
Starting on the 25, of course. Matt Mitchell in motion. Quick give to Malachi. Malachi's got some room on the outside. A spin, and he breaks the tackle. Gets about 7 or 8 yards there. That's a great start to the half.
That looked very Malachi-ish.
It looked very
That was what we saw in the first 2 weeks quite often.
Yeah, I think if you had to pick a player or two to describe Malachi's game, that's a pretty good example. It is, in fact, a gain of 8 to get this second half underway. I know you mentioned it already, right? But it feels amazing up here. 2nd and 2. Again, it gives to Malachi. Malachi fighting.
Should be enough.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Little second chance effort did it.
So I like that. 2 quick plays, 2 quick handoffs.
Well, you're not going to go 3 and out here, so that's check box number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we have both mentioned it a time or two here tonight, but despite the 7 points, I mean, it feels like the offense has done a lot more than 7 points worth.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Puts them up to the 36.
I think we've only punted once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice. No, we punted twice.
Was it twice?
Yeah.
And again, another give to Malachi. That's 3 in a row to get this half started. And again, a gain of about 6. Maybe even 7.
Tyler, I think that our offense, I think the heartbeat of this offense is on the ground. I think that success on the ground only opens up for more opportunities through the air. Defenses start to, they got to pack the box a little more. You got to, safeties are coming down a little lower. And then that's when you get great matchups on the outside. Hopefully Brady Driver's able to deliver.
And I will say, I love getting C.J. Williams involved, but when Malachi's hot, giving him the ball, I like that. Again, Matt Mitchell in motion. And again, a give to Malachi. 4 plays in a row, and he gets very close to it. Probably going to be a yard or 2 short. It's going to make 3rd and short. Already a couple minutes passed here in this 3rd quarter.
Sulphur Springs, when they're on offense, a lot of clock gets drained off.
Yeah.
And part of that's because, we've had a lot of success running the ball, but, if you don't put the ball on the ground, throwing and catching, that clock's just going to keep rolling, and it just seems like you look up and boom, 3 minutes are gone.
Yeah, which of course that means, sustained long drives and everything.
Yeah, no question.
3rd and 2, and again, give to Malachi.
It's going to be close.
Close, but
depends on the spot.
And they're
going to give it to him. Yep.
So
I tell you what, in high school they don't they don't measure much.
They don't.
I'm pretty sure they look at it. That's close.
That's good.
That's close. Let's do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is 5 consecutive gives to Malachi to start this out. I think 5.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is.
I bet there's not a 6th.
Let's find out. 8:46 left in the 3rd. Brady keeping it himself this time. A pass out to Cooper Fairclough.
Oh, wow.
Cooper with the catch. It's a big hit by number 9, Hallsville.
I really like the QB read option there and kind of throw that on-the-run bubble screen, but Hallsville defenders sniffed that out from the start.
Yeah, they did a great job of that because even if he would have kept it, for himself, granted you would have had a blocker or two, but I'm not sure you would have been able to do anything either way. Like you said, really just a great job of sniffing that out. The Hallsville band is rocking.
They are rocking. I really have no idea if y'all can hear it or not. But
all right, now I'll bet you it's not again. Brady drops back to pass. He's got Matt Mitchell. Mitchell with the first down.
Mitchell with his second catch of the night that resulted in a first down. I'm telling you, Mitchell is I said this in week 1, but he's a great get north guy.
Yep.
I mean, he catches it, gets north as fast as he can, falls forward as he's getting tackled. He does a really good job at that.
Absolutely. And I know we mention this all the time, but just a great teammate. Anytime I talk to him, yes sir, no sir, and bought into whatever his role is. I mean,
his
does
brother,
a great job with it.
Starting quarterback on the JV team, they got the win last night. Freshman also got the win, so no Sulphur Springs team has lost this season.
Brady looking for Skyler, but not able to get it to him. It's going to make it 2nd and 10. It's a tough pass that far on the outside.
Yeah, and Brady right there, he's being safe. Obviously, when you're going to the outside like that, you got to be careful where that defender is on the receiver's butt. He felt like the defender's on the inside, so he's got to miss outside. Just a little too much there.
So it's Jackson Hare hitting the field. Skyler Lewis, Cooper Fairclough.
He's due for a big catch here.
Yeah.
He first 2 weeks he's really come through in big moments.
Yeah, remember that huge catch he had last week, and then of course touchdown in week 1.
No question.
Mitchell again in motion, 2nd and 10. 7:24 left in the 3rd. It's a get to CJ this time. CJ gets to the outside. CJ with a gain of about 8 or 9.
Great second down call there. They go from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and about 2. That's a big play.
Yeah, that's huge. You never know how they're going to use C.J. Williams. And he's so dangerous. I mean, whatever he's being used as, it could, really hurt you. Pure opposing defense, it is. Wildcats need the second here, so it's going to be C.J. again in the backfield, 3rd and 2. They give it to him again. I think he's got it. He does. Another first down for the Wildcats, so they're using a lot of clock. Now they've almost used half of this 3rd quarter, but it's, you're gaining yards, you're moving the ball, you're having success. I wasn't joking when I said almost half of this quarter. 6:50 left here in the quarter run.
A good long drive like this is great.
Absolutely.
But it's got to end in points because you're also down by 17. So, yes, you are taking a lot of the clock off, and that's okay if you can score. We've got
Brady,
a deep ball here.
Looking for Skyler. He's got him. Skyler Lewis.
Well, that was right on cue. Skyler Lewis.
Skyler Lewis with his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Tyler's favorite sophomore.
He is.
The 2nd post that he's caught for a touchdown this season, and the Cats are back in this thing.
Ryan, you may or may not have set that one up. I'm not going to lie.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's gone both ways this year. But yeah, 6 minutes off the clock there. That is a lot of time to lose, half of the 3rd quarter, but it results in 7 points, and that's all that matters.
Now, you said that needed to end in a touchdown, and it did. I need you to say,
this needs to end in a made extra point. There we go.
I say we keep the ball rolling. After I tell you all more about Hooten's Hardware, I'm going to see if you can get us a stop or a turnover.
See
but
what
like
I
said, 24-14. I know everyone watching at home is excited. So are our friends at Hooten's Hardware in Emory. They feature brands you know and love, such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Still, and much more. Hooten's Hardware. They're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit Hooten's on East Lennon Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com. And Ryan, I bet you our friends over at Jayhawk Chevrolet also very excited about that touchdown. I've told y'all again, I've told you before, I'll tell you again, they are such big supporters of the Wildcats. They're even located on Wildcat Way. Go give them a visit. Also give them a call at 903-307-2077. Brian, what's the jingle? Don't overpay. Go CJ.
I didn't want to mess up. So I was gonna, you are the official ad reader. I wasn't gonna chime in, but that is my favorite one.
All right, Ryan. So does this need to result in a stop or a turnover or something?
Well, it certainly needs to result in a stop. I mean, that's what you want. But I think right here, just you don't have to. There's no special remedy. I mean, we played fine in the first half. We've just gotta contain the quarterback. I mean, that's what it boils down to. He's a really great runner.
Dude, how long do you think it's been since the Hallsville offense was on the field? Feels like an hour.
Like actual time, minutes?
Yes.
It's been a long time.
And they are going to try to return it here. Took it back
Big
at about
tackle.
the 5 and down at the 20. So that is
I
big
didn't know
for
if
Sulphur
he'd filled
Springs.
that or not.
Yeah,
Probably could have let that go
either.
for a touchback, but good job by the coverage team there. If you can go down to start the second half with points and then get a stop on your first defensive drive of the half, that's a momentum builder.
I mean, it really would be. And like we said, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll come out just as hot as ever. But it's been a hot minute since this Hallsville offense was on the field. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. 10-point game. Starting from the 20. Drop it back to pass. Looking for Miller. And that is broken up by the sophomore.
And Ty Bobby is all over that. He kind of had to play catch up there. It looks like 17 kind of got behind the defense, but Ty Bobby adjusts, goes and makes a play on the ball. 2nd and 10.
Man, we have legit a handful of sophomores who are big contributors to this team. Every week it seems like we see Ty Bobby come up with a big play.
And that's huge, man. I mean, that is really big for the development of this football team. I mean, he's getting really great quality reps right here.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Keeping it himself. Now he's coming back this way.
There we
Ryan!
go. Oh.
That is a huge takedown for the Wildcats defense.
I hope he's okay. The helmet came off. He is going to have to come off here, but big play right there by the defense to contain him right there. Tonight we've been in that position, and he's gotten out of it or at least been able to throw it away.
I'm not sure what's bigger, the fact that you get to stop, you make it 3rd and 19.
And now he's not on the field. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, it looks like they are going to put a receiver at quarterback.
Yeah, that is Miller, I believe, the man who has done a great job.
And you just, probably not going to throw the ball here.
Yeah. Make sure you get a handoff.
Tackle.
And there you go. So this drive started on the 20.
3 and out for the Wildcats, Tyler.
It's big.
You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Couldn't have, and you only took about a minute.
And now the 7 minutes off the clock don't seem like that big of a deal because you've scored and you've caused a 3 and out.
Right. We were saying at the halftime show, if you could do that, it would be huge.
Great response by the Wildcats coming out of that long halftime.
They've done
it. Very long halftime at that.
Quite possibly the longest halftime of all time. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Oh, boy.
Ryan.
He might have got a hand on that,
May have gotten a hand on that one.
Get away from it, nonetheless.
He's trying to make its way to midfield, but not quite.
I'm going to bet that he did get a hand on that.
Yeah, I think so as well. Of course, we don't have the greatest view from back here, but Ryan, you're starting inside the 50. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left. Real quick, I want to tell you, all of you supporting your hometown Wildcats, and that includes Katie Adair with Janet Barton Realty, who is your hometown realtor. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating. Who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hopkins County and their real estate needs? Give her a call at 903-243-2304. Ryan, got a chance to make it a one-score game.
Well, if you couldn't have given me a better scenario for the Cats. This is just how you draw it up. Get 7 points out of the locker room, get a 3-and-out stop, and then your second drive of the half is across the 50-yard line. I mean,
Right.
That's exactly what you want.
Now again, they do start the drive by going to Malachi. Malachi gaining about a yard. Looks like.
Here's the thing here, too. Just starting across 50. Let's say we aren't able to get a first down here. You'd like to think that even with a punt, we're going to be able to pin them back, and then they're going to kind of be backs against the wall like they were that last drive, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a game of field position.
Yeah, I believe that's the first time they didn't start, like in the 30 or 40, but Brady rolling out. Had CJ, just unable to bring it in.
Got some extracurriculars on the sideline. I can't really tell what happened there, but Brady, a little bit of steam on it. Looks like CJ might have not washed it in all the way.
That'll make it for a 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 from the 46. Or from the 45,
Brady can put some zip on the ball, for sure. He can hum it in there.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That bounced right off my chest. I don't know that I have the hands for that. That's not to say it was a bad pass in the slightest. That was a that was my abilities.
That was a Tyler wouldn't have caught the ball joke.
Right. 3rd and 9. Out to Malachi.
Made a man miss.
Making a miss. And he gets very close, Brian. It's going to be a little short, I think.
It's close enough to go for it, but we'll see what they decide here. It's going to be about 3 yards. Yeah. 4th and 3.
On initial, I thought it was going to be closer than that.
I'm great with going for it here.
Yeah, I agree.
Inside the 45-yard line, given the right down and distance, I'm always in for going for it.
Already just 4 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
Of course, not time, we're not to the point where we need to worry about time yet. So going for it, not going for it, I don't think it's a clock management decision. I think it's what can we do here? You got numbers up top, trips right.
Yep.
2 defenders. Hallsville did not like that.
And that is going to be a timeout from Hallsville. Ryan, I want to tell you about our friends over at D&B Loans, your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They also offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, and more. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. And again, I want to tell you about our friends at Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying. They're also family-owned and operated. They provide year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything that your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give them a call at 214-837-2206. So, Ryan, this is huge. 4th and 3, and like you said, Sulphur Springs came out in a very unique package there. They had trips right. Hallsville wanted a second to look at that.
Yeah, I don't think Hallsville liked their numbers there. If it's 3 receivers on 2 guys, I mean that's man on man with a guy with the ball in his hands.
And now looks like Coach Fairclough going to use a timeout of his own.
Looks like we had a little personnel issue there.
A little bit. Ryan, while we have a second, I'll tell you about more of our friends, Mayo Appliance Services, providing service calls, diagnostics, and repair for all home appliances with fast, affordable, and reliable service guaranteed. Located in Sulphur Springs, Mayo Appliance Services provide in-home service to all surrounding areas for repair of dishwashers and dryers, stovetops and ovens, refrigerators and ice makers, dishwashers, you name it. Give them a call at 903-951-4500. And Ryan, we were talking about how great it feels out here. If it doesn't feel as great out here as it does in your house, maybe give our friends at Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning a call. Locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs.
Playoff level ad reading, Tyler.
Thank you.
Very nice. 4th and 3. Huge play for the Cats right here. Hallsville crowd is getting loud.
They are.
Looks like we've got 2 receivers to the right. Matt Mitchell on the B-back set. Another tight end.
Motion for Fairclough. Brady fakes the pitch. Keeps it himself.
I don't think he got it.
I think he did.
It's close. It's going to come down to the spot. Oh, it is really close.
I really would have thought.
Oh, man.
Wow, that is huge. That is huge. Brady tried his best. He extended the ball and everything. He gave it his best effort.
I like the play call.
I do as well.
I don't know if that was a read or an automatic keep, but Brady up the middle has been a play on short yardage situation that we've had a lot of success on.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I agree with you. I like the play call there. Again, who knows if it was a design keep or if it was a read or what it was. But even if it was a read, I think he made the right read there and he got as close as he could have gotten. 3:33 left here in the third. Starting on the ground. And there's a gang of Wildcats there to make the tackle. Gain of about 4 or 5. Gain of 4 it is. 2nd and 6 from the 40. Both teams with just 2 timeouts left in this game run. Snap is with exactly 3 minutes left in the quarter. The ball's on the ground. He's able to recover, and he's going to pick up a first down, Ryan. He's still going. Finally knocked out of bounds by Riley Hammonds all the way up to the 30.
That's an instance where the defense sees the ball on the ground. They run after it. They run straight to it. The quarterback is able to field it cleanly, and he's got a lane up the sideline.
Yeah.
You see it. You actually see it a lot on special teams where when the ball hits the ground, everyone just abandons their lane, their assignment, goes straight for the ball. It's just natural instinct. But right there, man, another second chance play by the Hallsville quarterback. He makes Sulphur Springs defense pay.
Yeah, he is a monster. Again on the ground, gain of 5. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the third. In a 10-point ball game. That Hallsville offense, man, when they're clicking, they are tough. I will say, though, you are on pace to hold them for less than their average. Second and 6. Keep it at himself. He's got a little bit of room. Ryan, he is still up. He's still going. Breaks almost another tackle. He's all the way inside the 15.
It's just tough to tackle. I mean, the grabbing and the arm tackles, it's just not going to bring him down. And I say that, and it's also hard to square him up. I mean, he's so shifty. It's just tough.
Yeah, we talked about this very, very, very early in the game, but he's the most talented player we've seen.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
From the 12, 1st and 10. There is the give. Trying to find some room on the outside, gets all the way to the 5. It's going to make it 2nd and 2. If they get the first down, they would have it 1st and goal within the 3-yard line. Clock stopped at 1:31 here in the third. Hallsville taking their time. There's the snap. Another give. A juke, and that is a touchdown, Ryan. That is one of the prettier 5-yard runs you'll see. A nice juke to avoid the contact.
So Hallsville finally answered the 7 points out of the locker room by the Wildcats, with 7 points, maybe 7 points of their own. Just a well put together drive by the Hallsville Bobcats. Again, the beef of which coming on the ground.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we really haven't given up a lot of yards through the air tonight.
No,
I mean,
really
one big chunk play, a couple screens here and there, but I don't have their rushing totals in front of me, but I'd bet that it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And I bet, to your point, I mean, if you told me it's what percentage of their offense, it's 65, 70%?
Oh, more, yeah, even more than that, I would guess. I mean, the quarterback's definitely got over 100 yards at this point.
He is an absolute beast. Brian, here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. That makes it 31-14, and I want to point out you were a third of a yard away from picking up the first down here. Who knows? Who knows what happens?
It's a game of inches, man. I mean, that could be the difference. That could be a 14-point swing.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love what we've seen from this team in the second half, though. Now it does get into the end zone.
Pretty smart there for Jackson Hare, right there. It's probably going to bounce into the end zone. It could have bounced out of bounds, which would have been even better field position for the Cats.
Right. I think for a freshman, I mean, we mention it all the time, but not only is he a very, very talented player, but a very smart one as well.
I see his mom posting cut-ups of our calls of all his big plays, so that's neat.
Big fan.
Glad
big fan of the Hare family.
Provide some good commentary.
Always shout out to older brother Justin, who's doing his thing at DBU right now. Wildcats down 31-14. There's a minute and 27 seconds left here in this third quarter. Brady with a pitch out to Malachi. Malachi able to get about 5 yards there, Ryan. Could have been a lot less than that. Malachi's the ultimate, an opposing linebacker sees him. I've got him before the line of scrimmage. Oh, no.
Right.
No, I don't.
He's just slippery. Just, make one guy miss, bounce off a wimpy tackler. He's just good at all that.
3 touchdowns already this season. Even if he doesn't score tonight, he's still on pace for...
I would love number 4.
Yeah, that would be great. 2nd and 4. Brady trying to avoid being sacked. He gets the pass off.
Ah, man.
Incomplete, but the fact he even got that pass off is pretty impressive.
Yeah, Hallsville was in pretty heavy pursuit there.
So you talk a lot about it's actually easier to pass rolling, across your body, but when there's pressure involved like that to that extent, that's got to be tough.
I don't know that it's easier. I just thought that
you're better.
I just thought that I had to focus more on mechanics, thus I was better at it.
Yeah, that was poor wording on my part.
It's a tough throw. Not one that you're expected to always make, but Brady was in a lot of trouble there, and I'm glad that he got it off.
Some tight coverage on the outside, Ryan. Brady keeping it himself. Try to take it to the outside run. He's got the first down. He's up to the 40.
Oh.
Big play by Brady Driver. Never the gentleman, Brady.
Big head on the sideline there.
What?
Looks like she's okay. But Brady Driver first down.
Up to the 41. 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the third, so 13 minutes and 6 seconds left in the game, I suppose.
17-point game. I don't really know at what point does the clock, does it start, getting low for me? I don't think it's yet, but 17 points, we still got a long way to go.
A direct snap to CJ Ryan.
I don't know that was designed. Obviously, the ball was going to CJ, but I don't know if that was designed or not.
I'm not sure if it was either. Ryan, let's see if they can toss a T-shirt this way. You want to find out?
I'm going to bet no.
It would be tough.
It would be quite the throw.
It would be tough. It's going to make it 2nd and 10. They will have to get at least one more play off before this quarter ends. 25 seconds left on the play clock. 35 seconds left on the game clock. Around there There's a reverse to
Nope,
CJ.
Here we go.
CJ's got plenty of room. He's got the first down. He's down the sideline, breaks another tackle. CJ Williams all the way up to the 35
Now, Tyler,
from the 40.
that was inches away from being a really bad play for Sulphur Springs.
Yep.
Looked like at the exchange, the Hallsville defender was right there. A lot of those trick plays, it's about the exchange.
Right.
If you can get it to the reverse or the throwback, it's going to work. But sometimes getting in there, it's tough. And right there, obviously, great timing, great call.
Ryan, like you said, what could have been dangerous ends up being a 25-yard gain. We enter the final quarter of action. Wildcats trail 31-14. Thank y'all, everyone, so much for hanging out with us on the live stream tonight. Some other friends of ours that you can catch a live stream from this weekend is the Way Bible Church. They want to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. 10:45 is when you can catch the live stream at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at the Way Bible Church. Brian, you're trailing at 17 going into the final quarter of action. 12 minutes left to work with. Again, I want to tell you all about our friends at Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-thru services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs, or give them a call at 903-885-2187. Big shout out to Jake over there at Alliance Bank. Of course, his daughter Addison now at UTD to play softball. I've said this a number of times, but one of the greatest hitters I've ever gotten the pleasure to cover, Addison Cadell.
All right, Tyler. 12 minutes left in this one, down 17. This job almost has to end in points.
Yeah,
it has to.
I agree with you.
Preferably 7.
Got 4 wide and a gift to Malachi. And man, when you can run in that, you've got two to the left, 2 to the right. And I think that really sets things up for Malachi to pick up 5 or 6 there.
Tyler, we've got a score update, just because these are 2 relevant teams in our world. Liberty Alu, with 7 minutes left in the 4th, has a 14-12 lead over Mount Pleasant.
That's big for a number of reasons. If I'm not mistaken, Liberty Alu just shut out Paris 28-0 last week.
They did.
And of course, Sulphur Springs beating Mount Pleasant last week. Got Liberty Alu coming up here in a couple weeks. Brady dropping back, trying to make something happen, but unable to do so. That's going to bring it back close to the original line of scrimmage.
I don't know, is it 4 down territory at this point, down 17? I feel like it probably is.
I would think so, but, I think it's one of those, like you said, for anyone that doesn't know, the reason why we always point out the 4 down territory is that means on 3rd down you don't have to get the first down. You can, pick up 4 or 5 yards. You can just make it more manageable.
I don't know if that was a vocabulary term, but it was certainly a logical thinking. Why do we say this? So good teaching moment, Tyler.
A teaching moment for sure.
I like it. Tyler's teaching.
Brady dropping back. Gets the pass off to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare with the catch. He's got the first down all the way up to the 20.
Perfectly executed jail screen right there.
For the first time in a minute, your Wildcats in the Bell Concrete red zone.
I mean, this has to end in 7 points, Tyler.
No, I agree with you. First and 10 from the 20. Brady rolling out to the left. He's got Cooper Faircloth. Cooper Faircloth with the catch. And he's close to the first down marker, about a couple of yards short.
Good easy rollout completion. Cooper Faircloth gets open on a little out. Good positive play on first down. 2nd and short. Obviously, at this point, it is 4 down territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess you could kick a field goal, but we're thinking in 7s here, not 3s.
100%. 10 minutes, 3 seconds left in this game. 2nd and 3, like Ryan said. Brady dropping back. He's looking for CJ. CJ!
I think that's a touchdown. That is an
CJ
outstanding play.
What a catch!
I think he got his feet inbounds outside of the end zone, and then actually falling back, he was able to stretch over the goal line to break the plane. Your body doesn't have to cross the plane, just the ball, and I think that's exactly what happened. C.J. Williams for Brady Driver, huge play. Cats are back in there.
Brian, I hate to do this, but I gotta tell you something. Dun-na-na.
Oh, okay, I like that.
That was a
Big play.
grab.
Big play, good throw, good catch.
Chance to make it a 10-point game here.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
And it's good. Brian, that makes it 31-21. And your Wildcats once again scoring from the Bell Concrete red zone. For over 70 years, the mission of Bell Concrete has been to provide quality products and efficient service to their clients in the ready-mix industry. They take pride in conducting business with honesty and integrity. Their concrete mix designs are tested and proven to withstand the test of time. No matter how big or small your job is, Bell Concrete has you covered. Give them a call at 903-885-3126. Bell Concrete, meeting the needs of their customers for over 70 years. 70 years, Ron.
So Tyler, it just turns into a chess match here. You know, Sulphur Springs makes their move. Now it's up to the defense. They've got to get a stop.
Do you think... Sorry. I was going to make a bad joke. I was going to ask if you think you and I will be meeting the needs of the audience for 70 years. We're no Bell Concrete. No one wants to hear me 70 years from now.
I was going to say, I don't...
97-year-old Tyler on the call.
Did you mean 97 in 70 years? I guess? Yeah. You're pretty old, dude. Gotta get a stop here.
31-21.
It's a must at this point.
Yeah.
Still down 2 scores, 9:57 in this ball game. It would be great for a big special teams play here. Deeper kick than we normally do. We're gonna get a return here. Oh. If he fair caught, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
You cannot simulate a return after fair catch.
I thought that was the case, so I never saw him actually signal it or anything,
either, but I am positive that it is a penalty if you run after signaling for a fair catch. So
Coach Fairclough thinks so as well.
Well, he knows so because that's the rule.
I was about to say, let me rephrase.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Because if
they're calling that a fair catch, which I didn't see, but if they're calling that a fair catch, it's got to be a penalty.
Yeah, even I know that. I mean, starting at the 25, 9 minutes, 54 seconds left, Ron.
Man, missed call there by the officials.
Got to weather
and who knows?
storm.
Maybe it's an inadvertent whistle.
Yeah,
thought he saw a fair catch, but he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, we have no idea what they're saying
in
down
that
there.
situation, you're just gonna have to reward it as one, I guess.
Got a really funky formation here. Trips left, but noticeably, looks like we're gonna run some type of trick play. Yeah, obviously
there
a double
it is,
pass here.
The double pass from Miller, who came in at quarterback earlier. Had his man wide open, but no good. So remember, he was who filled in at quarterback for the one play.
He does have a good arm.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, easy to sniff out that something was fishy there. I mean, he was, lined up clearly in the backfield, way out wide. They go under center, which they haven't done all night. Send a man in motion. It's a good play call, but
yeah, absolutely. I mean, he did get open, and it was a pretty good pass.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't able to connect.
But 2nd and 10.
9 minutes.
Big play here for the Cats. You'd love to get him in 3rd and long.
You would.
There you go.
Ryan, they're going to do just that. They're going to do just that. Look like Nick Cantillo, who, as we all know, is a beast. I'm not sure if he was the only one on that wrap-up, but he was definitely a big part of it. 3rd and 9. Again, we do want to tell our listeners, for anyone, if you can't find this after the fact, usually you're able to find all of our games after the fact. We have to receive permission from both schools to be able to do that. So if we aren't able to do that, that would be the reason why.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Huge play for the Hallsville Bobcats.
I really wasn't expecting him to throw across his body that well.
I wasn't either.
Threw off his back foot, found a tight end over the middle, and that is a huge 1st down conversion for the Bobcats.
Yeah, what almost was a huge sack, forcing a 4th down. Now you're all the way up to the 50.
That's big, Tyler.
kind of took the breath out of the Wildcat defense.
A little bit.
Took the breath out of me for sure. I thought we had him. Quarterback seems to keep surprising me. Talented player.
Right.
Really impressive with his second chance efforts tonight. I mean, right there, the safe thing to do would just be take the sack, don't throw over the middle late. He delivered. He delivered.
1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it himself. Wow. Another gain of about 5. Trying to mention for anyone, if you're not able to find our broadcast after the fact, Grant, you still have weeks 1 and 2 that you can watch, and we have already talked to Van Alstyne, and we are good on that one, so that will not happen again. Will hopefully be just a one-time thing. 2nd and 6, 8 minutes, 12 seconds left. A 10-point ball game. Another give on 2nd down. Another solid gain. Ryan, he's got enough for a 1st down.
Just really good success running the ball tonight by the Hallsville Bobcats, Tyler.
Yeah, this is a heck of an offense, and we keep saying how great their quarterback is, and he is very, very good. I mean, this offense as a whole, there's a reason they're averaging over 40 points per game. And, they're a score away from almost doing it again. Another touchdown would make it, 38? 7 minutes, 37 seconds left. 1st and 10, keep it himself, breaks the tackle.
He's just tough to bottle up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, you've got him at the line of scrimmage. He's in traffic. He's able to squirt out of it. Bobcats are 2nd and short now. It's just tough.
No, he is a baller. It's gonna make it 2nd and 3. Clock down to just 7 minutes left in this ballgame. This has been a heck of a second half, though.
Great time for a Cats turnover here.
It would be.
Quarterback keep. That's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, that'd be a great time for you to look into that crystal ball of yours.
Right.
Pull something out of it.
Let's see what I can muster up, but
you've come through clutch for us time and time again.
If I'm Hallsville here, I'm just going to continue with running the ball. I mean, clock's running. That's good. Being up 10. And we've had success doing it, and so if I'm Hallsville, I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, absolutely. First and 10.
Outside receivers spread out real wide. I expect a run here.
And
now,
Nick
there we go.
Cantillo again. Ooh, he's able to keep his
Tried
feet
to get
going.
out of it, but don't think he got anything from it.
Less than 6 minutes left in this game. Ryan, we talked about how long the halftime show was. Our good buddy Jordan Owens texted me and let me know how he felt about the long halftime. I think he agrees it's the longest one we've ever seen.
Now, Tyler, you can get out of this with just giving up a field goal, and it's still a 2-possession game. Now, if the Bobcats get 7 here, it's going to make this one tough.
Yeah.
It's going to make this one tough. We're running out of time.
I would wonder if Hallsville would. Again, giving it himself. Again. Wildcats able to wrap him up there. So that's going to make it 3rd and pretty long. 3rd and 7.
And long, medium.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a must. I mean, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is a must stop for the Cats. And I don't know if they'd kick it or not. But, judging now, assuming that their field goal kicker is the same as the kickoff guy, he's obviously got the leg for it.
Fair. 4 minutes, 44 seconds.
I just still think they're probably going to run it here.
Yeah. He's rolling out. He does pass. Another completed pass and another first down. Ryan.
Kind of that fake QB roll, he's had a lot of design runs to the outside or not. Kind of fakes that, hits that tight end over the middle, and moves the chains once again. Man.
Another first down, 4:20 left in this game. Man, they have been very successful.
I would say the third down conversions has been one of the bigger highlights of their offense tonight.
That might be a Humpskis for next week.
Humpskis.
Might be one of Hump's keys to
Get
victory.
off the field on third down.
That's a big one. Another give. Up the middle for a handful of yards.
And not even, I wouldn't even say that, obviously their potential for points goes up, but just that much more clock comes off the board. That's really the killer there.
Ryan, we have a ton to say about this game, but of course we're not going to say it all tonight. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., hang out with Ryan and myself, have a cup of coffee with us, get ready to watch all the college football games tomorrow. We will break down everything from tonight's game. Again, it's 10 a.m. tomorrow morning right here on Chad's Media, on YouTube, the Front Porch News Facebook, wherever you watch us. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left.
I mean, this whole drive, we've been pretty awesome on first and second down.
Right.
It just seems like third down, we're just not putting it all together.
Yeah, it's constantly like 3rd and 7, How many times have we said?
Third and medium, long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of been in that realm all night. Right here, Tyler, I would almost guarantee that if they don't gain another yard, they will kick to the field goal, put it up by a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, I would think so as well. We weren't sure before this first down, but I would think.
Now there's only 2 minutes.
Right.
And so
that's also
13 points in 2 minutes. I mean, that's two length of the field drives you got to put together.
Right. They do give it to Miller. Miller trying to make something happen. Stays up.
That's actually a pass. At least in the stat sheet, but Tyler, so the Cats are going to call the Cats defense are going to call timeout.
Ryan, I want to point out to you, just 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Now, you and I haven't had anything to eat tonight, and I can't help but notice that Chick-fil-A sign over there. It makes me think.
I vote we go there after the game.
Our good friends over at Chick-fil-A, that's where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there is something for everyone. Delivering and catering is available for all you hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. They look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats. Just 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this game. And I guess we will see if they do, in fact, kick. Like you said, that can make it a 13-point game.
Looks like they are going to bring the kicking unit out there. Of course, the risk reward might be worth it on a crazy fake here.
Yeah.
Because if you run a fake and score a touchdown, it's over.
Right.
If you don't get it, it's still a 2-possession game.
Ryan, we've seen a blocked field goal or two from this team.
Now that would be gigantic.
We saw
looks like Sulphur Springs is kind of in a safe field goal block formation.
That's true.
Which I totally agree with.
Yeah, you were literally just saying.
Yeah.
Kicks
up. Kick is good.
So.
Here's the good news. The good news is that Sulphur Springs had to go score twice anyways. It was already a 2-possession game. Bad news is they got to score 2 touchdowns now.
True. You make points. In the grand scheme of things,
Sulphur Springs is going to have to get the ball a second time after the first initial score, no matter what. You just can't kick a field goal now.
Very, very, very true. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left. Wildcats trail 34-21. All things considered, you and I had mentioned during the halftime show, you don't necessarily have to win this game and you still have a lot to feel good about. I think just based on the way the second half has gone, I feel a lot better about it than I did at the end of the first half.
Yeah, no question. Obviously, the Cats didn't give up. They're showing a lot of fight. Hopefully they can put a drive together here and leave enough time on the board to make this thing close. One timeout, that's tough. You burned a timeout earlier, kind of on a personnel issue.
which obviously in the moment, you got to call the timeout. It's a big play, but you wish you had those right now.
Right.
Wouldn't expect any tricks here by the Bobcats.
Probably just boot it as far as
you
can.
just boot it. Make Sulphur Springs travel as long as they possibly have to.
Chance for if there's any like college scouts watching, see how far I can boot
just
this
kick
thing.
it far. That's one of the shorter ones he's kicked tonight.
It is. It's Cooper Faircloth with the fair catch. Brian, I gotta say, I mean, I think everyone agrees, but this is an all-time favorite band classic from me. I think every school has their own name for it, but everyone has a version of it, I feel like. Do you happen to remember what Sulphur Springs calls it? It's not call out, is it? I think maybe that's what Raines called it.
I don't know.
2 minutes and 6 seconds left, Ryan. Down by 13. Again, I want to thank every single one of you for hanging out, spending your Friday night with us here on Jazz Media. Brady dropping back. Looking for CJ. He's got CJ. CJ all the way up to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. He's all the way inside the 10. Ryan, touchdown! 75-yard touchdown to CJ Williams.
We do have a flag on the field. The Sulphur Springs sideline does not look happy. I don't actually know what the flag was, but that is going to take the breath out of that Sulphur Springs sideline.
That would have made it a 6-point game with 1 minute, 53 seconds left. We saw CJ make the great touchdown catch earlier here tonight.
It's almost got to be
not
enough men on the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's right there on the line of scrimmage. Obviously an offensive foul.
Ineligible receiver. Offense, number 10. 5 yards. Still.
Ineligible receiver.
I'd have to go back and watch it, but I'm thinking it's a line of scrimmage issue. Man, dang it, Tyler. That would have made things interesting.
Yeah, would have made it
down 6.
Would have made it at very worst a 7-point game.
I mean, CJ Williams put in another gear right there, buddy.
Yeah. Brady keeping himself. My man never went down, though. Stayed up.
You know, I mean, that's just hard to recover from right there. You start the game-defining drive with a 75-yard score. It gets called back, and that's just, man. That's a tough break.
That's as tough as it gets.
That
really
is a tough break.
1 minute, 23 seconds left. Brady rolling out. Got to keep it himself again. Try to get out of bounds as quick as he can.
3rd long here, obviously 4th down territory. Man, I am just in awe that happened. I mean,
this is, I think, the most quiet you've ever heard me.
Well,
like in our life.
You go, okay, well, Sulphur Springs scores here, and there's 30 seconds. Okay, that's going to be tough, but they scored on the first play right there with a minute 57.
Right.
But we got a chance.
Literally
we got
a minute 57. And even if you missed the PAT, like worst case scenario, you're down 7. You know? If you made the PAT, you're down 6.
It makes it tough, Tyler.
It does.
3rd and 10.
Brady looking.
1st down.
He's got CJ again. No flags on the play this time. That's the first down.
All you can do is brush it off and continue to move the ball. Obviously, the clock is dwindling fast.
It is. Down to 105.
You were well into onside kick territory if you're able to score here.
Dropping back again. Stays up. Looking for CJ again.
Here we go. Clock should stop to set the chains.
Another huge
49
gain.
seconds.
CJ Williams is finally 100%.
Man, that clock went fast.
It did.
It's really supposed to wait until the chains get set. But
it's all the way down to 40 now, Ryan. again.
It was a deep
He's looking for
ball.
Skylar Lewis.
Looks a little long. Give us a flag. No,
Says he
I don't.
gets tripped up there.
I'm not going PI there.
No, I wouldn't
I think
either.
he got tripped up. But
Yeah, I mean, it happens, you know.
absolutely. On the bright side,
Now,
the
if I'm
clock did
Skylar, I'd
stop.
try to sell it for sure. But
yeah. But clock stops. That's good. 30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Like
you know,
said.
you got to catch it and get out of bounds. If you get tackled inbounds here, it's probably time to burn that last time out.
Yeah. You know, with as fast as the clock is going, you can't even really afford to go spiking or anything.
No,
you know?
no. Well, I thought they started the clock a little generous.
And I thought so again on the first down before it.
Yeah.
Could have been a false start there maybe, but Brady tried to stay on his feet. Does get the pass off. Going to be incomplete, but great job of staying up. 23 seconds left.
Just a lot of pressure in that backfield. And right there, Brady's kind of running for his life.
3rd and 10. Ryan, was that the most excited you'd ever seen me?
Man.
It had to be high up there.
I am heavily disappointed that didn't count.
It had to be one of the most excited you've ever seen me.
157. 23 seconds. 3rd and long.
From the 49. And again, bringing that pressure. Brady does stay on his feet, though he gets the pass off. And it is an interception. First turnover of the season for Brady Driver. Jackson there with a huge wrap-up, but that's going to do it, Brian. I will say, Brady had either 5 or 6 scores this season before that first turnover, and of course, this is a desperation mode.
That's not really I wouldn't even consider that a turnover. He's just trying to make something happen down 2 scores.
Yep.
You know, Tyler, obviously I'm very disappointed that we lost tonight, but we showed a lot of heart in that second half. First road test, obviously a hostile environment. Hallsville, a very high-powered offense, held them to their least amount of points total through 3 weeks. There's a lot of good from this game.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot to learn from as well. We got another road test next week.
Yep.
And so how do you respond with getting back on that bus? Getting back on that bus and going to play a good football game at Van Alstyne. You got to let this one go.
Yeah. And between me and you, I don't feel any worse than I did coming into this game.
Right.
I still feel really good about this team. Right, that is going to do it from Hallsville. Bobcats win 34-21. Ryan, you and I have a ton to say about this game. We're going to save it for tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here on Chad's Media. One more time, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you again next Friday. On behalf of my partner, Ryan Humphreys, everyone here at Chad's Media, Tanner Crump, Chad, Abby Tips, Corey Hankins, I'm Tyler Liddon. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all next week.
Please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one